31st. Your school, university, or see a call. In the end, 31st. Yo, Mitchell.
Over major also.
Na abusia fo bia ho ye de.
We are you.
Yo. Send no. Yes, you ye. Yes, you ye. Grow in silence. How to get rich without anyone knowing. In short, the Sikam PDD. Sikam PDD in short. You know. My first question, I mean, maybe say you grow in silence. No, I'm passe. Say, build the BB, person build the water. I was say, we grow in silence. As I was say, we share hoboko na we start to say we are near man because who be brave say, yes, because if you crack hair, it's got the union also blue, you know, this animal. But you share senior scafu be brave. Do a crowd, tenant carbon one and tea appear right away. Bones A, so we now be our shabby crab build the island for so many years. Sanity.
Mechabu Foso. Major said, oh, chance, yeah. So also you are just obeyed that. And also person conforms to Oscar. Many times SF is costly. And I said you put a lot of pressure on you. And person go for it baby a hon so yakra na person kire se be o hon so. They said they would do many a lot of nearby you do nyina no what the chef for answer. Chef for ma will be who. Until we can say that all shall say na our planting no we're very quiet. So until so be go so natural cause be take its effect. Then afterwards, we better say after the unity na bia what you mean. Now we here ni na so person ye na osa did that me do say many times ultimate chire ni might well be a business will be a business here was 10,000 every month that and was that who be 20,000 you say say we will be a person ye de da person try go for say why yeah watch about obesesano we shoot obesesano okwa sorry kura na chairman first ba na utekire is o ha okwa kwaje chairman na di 20,000 ka say ba wo zebudo
no ye cheva
and 20 million that's garasa and we just said the public bra o free sikam yeah will be answer asene say ubetimi atoto no ma yakọ anim especially omo na nkwan papa so mpese omo di subampa enye sika no any day no invitase no medwen say inhia na even omo kra ya to omo din omo nye sika pa no tito omo as individuals no enye sika no ho dawuro no omo bo but omo adwuma no a omo ye no ena edi omo din no eko enti obo say on tise wabegina oba TV so bi the dollar bi anase si de bi kire unzo de ne car na be kire na so de camera bi akoto de fie so ubetini din yeso papa we na adwuma we nipa we na advance normal we no produce o do tini din ase so oto da bi kura na company no nte wonim nipa we o she company na ase o but the product no and then services no eko many times kura esre ni din no ntina sabi omo no tibi adiye and omo a wote say ni sika di nanim ansa na wate na adwuma no do no na em say adwuma papa bi na akire sa sika no na wote but before say ga beti sika no so hu ba bi sika ni free ba and before so beti say hana sika ni free ba no na che say nipa ni din kura hu say wo sika sika fo be bra wo hye omo a otwam because sika ankasa ye di ankasa pa no nyini se ubetimi di wani ankasa pa hu ye die nyini sa nti wo hia obi a wo ye pa wontimi nkyere pese sa very time nipa dodo na kakra bi na betima kyere se papa we bia wo ye odefo maybe the way I kasa so si ye no ho so si ni nipa kasa so si dwen na bia wo te kyere a ba hia fo dodo no antimi nkyere obi a wo ye odefo ya fodo do no antimi nkyere nto modwen se so bi tututu sika Ekyerɛ sɛ bi sika nti nipa dodoɔ no ano mo dwen sɛ sika no kyerɛ sɛ bi a watɔ car anaasɛ wasi dan akɛseɛ ebi kura watɔ plane so watɔ ship ɛna kyerɛ sɛ nipa no sika but sikafoɔ bebree nso watɔ plane anaasɛ watɔ cars akɛseɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ wɔde bɛyɛ 0.11% of ne sika no ɛna ɛyɛ saa de na wɔntɔ koraa ma wohu sɛ wɔtɔ because ɔdwen sɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ wayɛ yie but many times wɔtɔ because ebi a ɛboa no ɛma no tumi yɛ more productive anaasɛ tumi ma no kɔba ntɛm ɛne nti na wɔtɔ saa nɔɔma no nipa dodoɔ no a nti kakra metuma ka
Japan then na wonya number itimi wura mu a wonya kwasiko.
All right, legend. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, dear. No, because me share. Yeah, papa. To say Doctor Osei Kwame despite honestly, me betty Doctor Osei Kwame despite. And I say me who physically, you know. Eh, Nancy. But no, I build the piece of my build the other investment. Oti ho but na papa na mu de na Ghana for we na said until so recently as a social media abebua who say oh okay despite me yeah that can be very 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 true now legend yeah share me dem team ya me ko psychology aspect and as I dream de no especially in UTI we want to build in silence but if you social media and no be hu ebia ya mensa akwakoto fie na offlanti o social media akwakoto car wato Rolex wato say celebrities no more yes and man maybe they think that is their lifestyle but yeah mebunu na fe na yesisu a yeah be as you see we are in a situation where whether we like it or not there is that hyperactivity of social media amount of brain na lose focus nti yeah mebunu san legend then we would be mentally tough, number one, and also we will not seek public validation or recognition. We are in our silence trying to build ourselves.
You guys can celebrities in Ghana.
Okay.
Omo entertain for. entertain for. Now let's omo obi sin ehia for no. And into that ehia for do say sam krofo e dey. Oscar. And into that obi wo Dubai otimi a plane no tua bia $200,000 a Jay-Z metonyom meboa. Yeah. And this all teacher also Jay-Z was capa because obi sin don't know but sikafo no ankasa party they are not entertainers. And that's a fact.
Yeah. Now if you cry entertainers na a woman or sikafo no almost say you so musika no.
And the chichire.
Yes.
And to shall say I entertaining, but the drew baby no normal better to the year. And until what me anya be. But rare sikafo more businesses, more companies, more investment. That's rare worth. Or more products or more tone. So they provide proper solutions. And there's always a brand here now, my uncle more say more TV show. One say, "Yeah, we are popular." Ignorantly, you may think that popularity is worth. It's not. It's not. Popularity, you have to learn how to convert that to worth. But really, popularity itself is not worth. The first will be a popular, and just Oscar. The uncle will be a popular. Said it. We show more money face because we want to convert our visibility no into what is worth. You know, there are so many people who are very silent, but they know the worth that they have built. Until you're a young person, also what is really the part I also offer, I will be to build this kind of worth. What I say, and yet we'll follow. Sir, what the upper just look at the statistics and see in every segment, the top 90% of wealthy people are owners of businesses. They are merchants, they are industrialists. The next 5-10% is shared among everybody else. You know, the celebrities, the politicians, or those, but any society, with all power class, it's getting no go or a wholesaler. So, and you are already so because I know that. And the communities be bra come or things as for power no sabe And to so your branch up is also be a woman also more. And yet they were TV so to you. And say, hey, as you walk about your money about $50,000. One a man $50,000. What is that you to phobia Fred and young couldn't to force somewhere no man $50,000? Or to meet Bako than say a branch of musicians be brave, mum, but for your man. On your musician will be big as I produce more skill than musicians. See, and this is all your branch now, person we did, so you say, and don't just all talent, not person to your mentor. So, talent or to no problem, but in young tour by itself. Won't mean I said no to now or to maintain or worthy or more much businesses or more able media atoms or mono.
Yes, 2%. I say the word, 2% entertainment, say 2%. So I had a population at 2%. It's imagine say about for a year, by Omcrano, so 2%, no, use Sikano.
To build wealth. That's right.
Yes, so I say you share or more entertainers, and those people, athletes, Nisa Nemana. Be when you see Sika for Bibiana or try so will stay in for sad Aina. Omina from
and our bottom.
Omina for Omina, it's a be suit a BB. Nanedu or say, make country or say, yeah, you are great. Example is you, Mr. Obey.
Hey,
it's not loud. Your word is not loud. I say, Oma wouldn't know the only one dance here say, watch it trip, watch it trip. I am say, and you're loud to say, be moody and city. Now, I said, come see Scanaja, Madame Fugosi, Charlie, who did that be woo, Maza. As this guy is gazing with DB. I did so. Yes, I didn't mean you did do. As I say, I did obey.
So him that will be there. Not just a bit of 120. And the other thing I want him that will now say over the next 3 years. Now I'm planning for the long haul.
Right.
Until been able to say Kanyansa Muno. Wouldn't that will be wanted was planning for long term or long life. Because it will cost you more to live long than it will cost you to live very short life.
Yeah.
So Obo Avance was over retirement 60 years, no problem. Now say would 60 years, no as also be 40 ka
100.
What
is you? 40 is
Timo de me say dwen kwachiri na dwen daachi na nya won kwankwa na also dwen ma ho odwen sabe ema o ma na wona na mo particularly so nteno na eno nkyerɛ sɛ wo no de hia wo ana sɛ we nkyerɛ nko ada bi but wo ni sɛ wo wasteful and here can who say who building wealth in silence what I know is business now wo ye no because you are building wealth wo plant seed what tear also sign a planting this alcohol they are always planting, they are always expanding, they are always growing. And then many of them, the first 20 years, is about growth. It's about growth. Very few people, and ultimately just 5 years for growth of wealth, or 10 years. I think the minimum you're looking at 20.
Wow.
Yeah. If you're growing wealth, which means that you are always plowing back. You both and a car back on one them.
Yeah.
But in a Juma, the company no cars by 20. Or no, as an individual, the car kit 20. If you're back on one team, and should be able to see hotels by the all. Because I've been now one funny sick, I can say, Uncle Sis have a very 10-bedroom house, mansion, you know, only hotel. So anything I never hotels be playing. Because as Uncle for they are very much prudent. Tempia the second scanner was an osada question. To say the one nama. That's a Papa we the Tempia or ya the fufro. Oh, me break it granny edidi. So because they are always plowing back. Man. To was when you 1 million or that question, 10 million was other question, 20 million or that question. Ubo crowd could feel crowd because papa we cried at Hano. We are in Italia baby and Sabi three. I'm out for holiday with the one Kobe. I'm out for your party on Yonebi. The first 20, 30 years, that's what they do. Especially so Simon Tem, they're 20 years. Once or by Sanomana in their 50s. Then a drew baby team say, "What build so much word says, or sit down, Kessie, or talk, Kessie, or co baby, or team saying, can't you watch a channel?" So I think significant word to panel. Building business, for you to build a successful business, at least 10 years is okay. But wealth, building wealth where money works for you, where you have transitioned beyond just business as an investment, but investment as a vehicle to create wealth. That level, no, I think so many of these rich men that we see, especially in the African perspective, are people who spent a lot of years to build and invest. And no teams almost two sikagu pass. When yes, or two sikagu as in what they call to but go for back one is the most important investment in fear was here. How you know smart. What the Range Rover with them. A Juma wa yena wa to nyum na na so you moving no pen na disika yede e breno but on the Range Rover ni disika no the talkers akese on tua salary baako kra na se mienu. There is no other source of income apart from that lifestyle, and yet they live more expensively than the other person. So the first 20 years now will be they building a significant wealth. These other guys are blowing cash and telling everybody that they are very much successful, which many times is not true. So to be baby na papa na wono we building bibia ma chese. Minim de bit ma say no. Because they always building. Yeah, I know what's their question. It is old body any 15 China was I could know their baby for. Yeah, I know two, but I could see baby for. Yeah, I know two. So, but I can also the old trouble anyway. I don't know on maybe. So, to build in silence, it means that you are always plowing back, reinvesting. Any profit, any proceeds. And the building assets continually.
Right.
Continually. It's a lifestyle and it takes decades.
Wow. Lifestyle and it takes decades. Legend, there was a time we live session be now. Okay, say me was very profound. What say nipa unim die crash the we are also fast bompire. And sometimes the kind of prayer that we pray into emptiness because the old umpire no crano, it doesn't exist. Now, tell me, I'm a question. I'm from the young people's perspective. Young guy, me so me ye business, me we investment, me shisheni man kakra in my silence, being very resilient. Me talk also me juma. Now, at what point or what how important is networking whilst I'm building in silence? Building in silence, it be also saying a difference. Okay, menkwan na me all those kind of things by myself. But building in silence, how do I position myself so that I will attract the right network? Because young guy, because I was saying, if you have the right network, it can purchase it about maybe 10 times than who see can now own. See, how do we position ourselves in that way? We will attract that right network, that right financial knowledge and opportunities whilst we are building in silence.
Okay. I just say for our more build this our way to we are branching now in about community and sabi contact now ta no mudin komo eboa. Not necessarily say Oma usika kra. So ubu ho atem bia wotimi afini nyina kra unya 10 minutes on ho a the obeti no a chance wakodi maybe 20 years over before. So getting access to their knowledge is key. And many times so almost me connected ma nkofo sebe almost ni more. When now for na omo ye utipem for no de was already only two from the no party bebre no. One when you no book rabbit. One for be our no drink says catch us also sika pede no. Ono no sabe e bia ofri him and I say ono want ye di ase. Nti ono no bonso obe pick unnecessary fight with you for no reason. Me wa onye sika. Onye no hwe o. But just the fact that you're focused and you're more disciplined than him. And it says uncle for no network along the line you will feel frustrated or you give up on this journey. And I say nipa wo ma dwen mu do a almost also was our desire to build are the ones that you have to network with them. And if you're able to connect with some of them, it's key. It's key because the man who is just say genuine, you know, then 90% is mental. It's mental. It's a mental game. Wealth is a mental game.
Wow.
And it's it's a mental game. And into the wish our more also Kofona or journey entirely different from the rest of the people. The reason you can follow be teenage normal people is a way where some are here, but mentally they are not at that level. Once a nipa obia to meet you to discussions about, for instance, this and about chitra. Who's here for the doors? To couple on to us. A genuine rules are level no. The other thing is Sikahunyans no be brainy. So especially the people we call professionals. It was about your mountains say bogus. Because baby I dream down a person didn't could run one tiase crown or do or take a crab anything. Those who have friends will sit down by a corner so deal. What to me sit down with East Legon, therefore is a rich man. Who also East Legon down will see man workers. When you cannot talk about money with these two people cannot talk about money. Why? Because back dreaming in Papa Bia was sit down and see man workers. Oh, East Legon. The workers, you don't know anything. Could be so sick, but could be baby for grow. It's a mental game, and it reflects the amount of heat that mental disposition can control. So, and come up here for me. And unfortunately, there's even finance education and there's wealth education. They are not the same. There's finance education to help you to at least survive. But it gets to another level you want to build wealth. It's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
So, levels. Now, show now from now to near what's our part now? What was our part? No. And our mono DNA different offer. Different. Normal money DHA different. Now, was that? Here for no do here for we are catching for the donor be catch you. You told me also you money in free line so. Now Copenhagen for what no I can see. Yes, I will be frustrated because they will talk as if they are making sense, but they are not making any sense. But there's so much that people can create. But these people are very happy with 50,000 a year. I'm bluffing around. And when somebody is building a factory, so and it is a channel for when a channel is can be a share, and different offer. Wash a t-shirt or share jeans, be known and factory on work as a 2,000. Because a Koba could be one of their factories or your buses. Your coin brofon crowd take. She himself say, you're very young. So who is coming? Or here is our and I'm young number to Baza a day. This is like 10 years ago.
Wow.
In one of those factories in China. And the other ones are called jewelry processing plant to be. Which are more. As a for no one can say different. They are a big yard. Workers be brain from design to production to marketing. Different. So, and I wish I had was also. Many times, young enough of one year, engineer, doctor, lawyer. Sankomo no ye new. Maybe this Sankomo way a factory. Cocoa, I can see I will see hotels. The same penny for no more yes, no man. So obey 3-4 bank owners. So the social network anymore. This I was a uncle for no do say no more on for. And that's what many times you're not for the accountant, you know. Yes, the politician,
lawyers.
You know, so that is why a lot of the educated people are not in that realm. But I tell you, go and look for the owner of Fiesta Royal. His conversation is different. Right. The owner of ANC More, his conversation is different. The owner of, let's say, no, normal those major importers or the bell containers bear 50 every month or Ghana. Some of them come over. And you've been an accountant in the project management. Different. So they are quiet. This only about cry once a year. You're on your way. So there's big difference.
Wow. I said now can say wealth no level sampa, especially to say the be more millionaire no, and the be more billionaire. And they say a difference. And the be because says the assistant you must set here is going to do level be won't mean to because math no ain't me mroho. We are there math and mroho because Anna it here into me to say we are 401k we are there's no way you can be a billionaire in 401 way and found this won't me simple because the math and your limit I will be to me every month every year now we are 100 years now we and if I know simple. If you say we a billionaire and even crown millionaire no crown, so we can one hey. But I call the different level no crown. That means also we be the Ankasapa can.
That's right.
Those things, no. Yeah. Yo, you share you back you had say. Send you city as here no. And TRC na say, especially to Kwani Adeno, TRC say on a big house. Or a kind of papa dia be on a federal job and you see intimate near did that and there Trump will be in yes safe be or no or on a nice car be our team we trying to 401k a crack if he said no niska it you know every year be a new car be back topping and with the usika and woman a dinosaur no hey akwaje big one kakra na yako with you usika nipa bebre what's our process near by your crew so omo to cars akese okoje bank loan no me akoto car akese ya yes sad na che as you usika ye show ye ho ye nipa sa na ye what's our situation there na betimi aka che say betimi aya because say you usika nya che say se obi wo je say o ka no maria o call ho ya o ye basisi so na chain no o share television issue intro mo nanim so o ye basisi
David
said the person Gucci watch ne Louis Vuitton bag no no na be say ye word yes I not me I believe in behavior because behavior no any jahedi and I be part of you I be raw with DNA na betim aboya me yetime free situation yetime jai sa ne
for project can say bisi when so I won't mean all your lifetime. Yeah but say be at some point you're looking at 10,000 of them. So hotels now, person we a teacher about 2 person see hotel. We a police officer about 2 person build a factory. For BB kesi beside it's need to one amount. It will move you from the realm of car and house. Me who lawyer about one or a portrait farm I am say was who I invested over 10 million, maybe $6 million. Or a mission a that automatically moves him from that thinking. Or he dared to say, Mr. Sabit my baby. He's in his sisters, I'm sure. But when the project can say this so we are sure no also prepare investors money at the 1D1 factory, but I'm saying in Amfa. And was starting to say the Japan already. Water. The dream said, Ye Munina will be at the BB Cassia be pricing and Nisua. It will push you into thinking differently. That's the game. Because in Sankophone, it's just the projects and the quantum of business that they have built. No. And almost many of them started with not much, especially in Kofoa. Hey, it's the projects that they said they will do. Some now on paper. You could have just said, "Oh, mame, and call na me pay holiday be na me you may be married." But the other guy was no, let me do something different.
Yeah,
and that pushing. It begin say I can see a party. It was all the big project, investment, business, production. This and this. I can say for the rest of my days, this is what I'm going to build. That will cut you from a lot of these other mediocre ways. Actually, and over here, don't know if you can see the brains woman is they are settled because they can't see far. Yeah. And the word I can say, no, the Nigerian say it's just a matter of saying, it's a try, baby. And it's in every industry.
Yeah.
Every industry. Ubu ane be an can vote keke. Because in Kwako yan can for 100 hectares. Or challenging who was other now how sir. But what kwa obey you? What kwa obey? What the upper mania do you be uncle telephone or no just assassin? Obey 20 years time was or 2 any I know why you be crowd processing. Because Mrs. Dank think it is the same person see hotel. Yeah, well, my phobia bro must see hotel Kumasi. Hotels like I say, Anita hotels no harmon. And yeah, then almost here. They just one time the BB striking is a me too, I can do something big. And they committed to it. And in their 60s, they have built it. But these other people are more of our money or more car home. They are settled. It said the threat is you settling with the little that you call wealth.
Yeah, so you know, me and can tell you probably bring near day. He said, "Yeah, can share ya dream now." Because people will grab some say, "What do you want?" They don't even know what they want. And two teams and I say, "Yeah, we're actually because we crowd in here, we are seeing now, crana. You pack a crab in him, a dear pretty.
Yes, so many so money.
Yes, you said you're kind of not a friend say, can come, South can say, or see at least try. You see, on try crowd, be John, I am not a sasa. And the other is to cry say, sometimes people don't study the system. The system now, woman. Oh, Ghana, why are you writing pages of proposal? I mean,
business plan.
I was also a system now, woman. How many people now trust our proposal? Say, what Nancy to say, I could be continuous a P7 was saying, are you serious? System now, woman.
What are the
yeah, you send a true proposal. Omanya, just say, one, the MTM say, chief before. Let me say, a true proposal be Timothy Hotel, no cry home bassing. Hey, now how many people natural have proposal now? Omanya Sadino. Now, what you want also what else say we school say 5 years. How? And now that's one I will throw, sir.
And when is that over video? Okay. So take it first step for 5 years, and then sure send go build it.
Oh, at least go do, baby. And I can say at least try. At least try. And I the amount for some TSC say hotel and person build it. Now me see can you know other be I mean start a farm be on the hotel now no person change now or start sa. So nipa be brain nim actually what they want.
Wow.
We are saying when nipa be brain nim the pet. Nim the pet. Because we share near cost be bria that's how dream with TSC. How not even crying one proposal and say this and no look at the interest rate also. The person
I know we this one message to us can back. I don't really feel.
Yeah, legend. As we are okay there, what my dream alcohol because say, and I'm looking at it from African consciousness standpoint, you know. On the impenifo buebe see ye say brabekum suna on be prekusi hono ankopra. share a bit before in general. On say near the film for the past 500 years, I said naturally, be need per se or fitting in to a particular life because of course you are living in the Western hegemony. So, and indeed, bibini enye skakra na sebi omo a ye wa akwantu na ye wa akwantu no kan dodo na akwa no sebi o mpese ne mane Ghana fo bedi agro ba ne ba ne so nyi du ba bi no onya ware a o say ni na on ko Ghana fo mu no how is he or she going to relate with other people and o hwe broni nso a onya wura dan bi mu a no oni say me no this is what they've said about me it is oniska no kra na onisema be mu dia onisema uska nti omo ba Ghana omo ba Africa look at the way we would treat them. Yes. Yeah, be man utimi ko ye experiment bi experiment na ye no bibini ni broni omo ko restaurant ana ne ano seven waiter no waitress no or bibini no kra na di kan ba ho first. Bibini no is supposed to be ready even before Bronini DN. But the way only Bronini Kassan, I said, Bibia Tonoso. I said, Bibia Tonoso, like, who say, why shocked to say that I cannot explain. But yeah, dear, no, Osha, Unyes Kaka Kana, a horse na Rolex naba, na chain naba, all these things, Ibo Crown people are a fake. But Nina legend, building in silence, who say, when we lack the African consciousness, you will fall into that trap because you want to be, you want to be validated. What they say, Yempeni for you, Probisa on Wako school or England, he knows how to speak the Queen's language. All those things, can be na Emma, youth, especially, intimate building in silence. Bones a young guy, Onye Juma, come be na Odimiko Aquakoto, a Mercedes Benz be. Ebi crown and you.
I mean, I don't even say a friend say blacks in the top Mercedes can say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blacks
Mercedes, BMW.
Any top Mercedes.
Any tonic can say.
And someone to tea. Company going to tea. Any talk can say. Yet Mercedes, any Gucci, any tonic can say.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
One who said, yeah, okay, who's a consciousness now are very relaxed. And you live within your domain. And you don't feel like open so impressive. The more conscious you are, the more confident you are in your African being. So, and I just go for it. Baby, no, I history no ground on echo. You mean to share Bruni a war preno. It's a possible no market Canada. Say, if you need Sikakrana and Sasayariano. Now, you may cast it said the boy paniano. Over. Say, oh, yeah, and found Sika. And found a professor. COVID by and found who's away here and as again. A yarea day. Yediamay.
Right.
And to the best society, no any Sika. And as a school, the history. It was as an African beer or you're conscious or when you see canon. One preno. One preno. The 1 year conscious or when you see canon as well, school still operate. Because we're and Nipper be prepared so much as said, dear night at 2 bibini. And you ran every new and I saw him no home to operate. So, ni Muhua, Sabi. Oh, we shall tell what I saw. Oh, because we knew. The only who and our dreams was so what type pampe and said will be a boo. Now, said will be a mookran and come for him. Bosika phobia, abophobia, most can yadi. We shall know the gate, Seattle, or the aim, or the Lamukoto, a friend say. McDonald's, no, I news. But one no chromo on as one will be environment. Or got on the McDonald's, I don't any bar. But yeah, no. Oh, now I why? Because of the information we have about ourselves. And to be said, I think about to set up I'm very much comfortable and fulfilled and happy in whichever because it needs a control. No. As a matter of fact, fame kurano, it is a control. Fame, wealth, power, all those things, they are not the end itself. They are means. Money is a tool. Money should not define you. It's a tool for you to do something. Power itself should not make you feel proud. Because power no kuta say be your betimi dia bibi. They said the electrician supplier will say be screwdriver be kuta no. Now a person say I'm an electrician, screwdriver kuta me. Therefore. No, because you are using it to solve problems. So the same with money. So money itself, so to me, man, cannot define what. Then you don't have definition. And this is sika unya sika na so anaso Mercedes Benz na wotimu no. And our person go for share no di bua. Na da car ne be free say. How would you define yourself? It's a political position na I say odi hunu na nkofo a da ko fie no e wo be host a bo say onam. Odi a host a be. But you should define yourself by your essence. Who you are as a person. Nipa would be also sound brabo. The value that you bring to society. Those are the things that should define you. Not money, not power, not even your degrees or fame. Intimidation is a lower level, a lower version of understanding of life.
Sad was here because he had a good phone here. I was saying, yeah, way. You know, who is Sano? Yeah, African Americans is the same. So,
yeah.
We shall share there was a picture of Jay-Z, now worth 800,000. Now Jay-Z now worth 1 billion. We shall over a crab 100,000. She's a chance of fine call him with our now worth a billion.
I relax.
Why relax? Yeah. Why relax?
But oh, when it's in that man knows something.
Yes. Yeah. The way our breeding it, you know.
Yeah. So who's the audience cannot feel or not drink a call?
Yeah. Identity, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe say self-acceptance.
At the beginning, let's get you. I don't know, but me ask
validation.
Of course, validation or the who shame.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And so well, I feel yes, can you say compare our pictures now? Just say it was so funny.
Also, the power you could to more to say the baby no woman identities out. Who so for why no could tell who or him. Who politician be our bar power and over the boy him, I'm telling you. Him Nipa power yet powerful no. Huna. You will see. Because they're able to take power. The more powerful you are, the more calm. Or calmer, if there's an English word. They become very humble and sober.
Yeah.
That's very powerful.
Also, must share BB.
That's right.
The thinking is different now. The level is different.
Yeah.
You know, now no millionaire or a billionaire. It also dream like billionaire.
Sir, and a yake, one in share. I want to the same jacket for 3 years. Wow, pretty gig, man, what degree I'm saying, I'm a manager, Ushana, be a Kushiano, company owner, or no Gazar or Brafo. Oh, your manager episode, or you card, episode, be told your committee, and go be pre or card, and I'm saying, you card, the telephone number, the 2 page. You can't let me jam if I go to bed. Yeah, I can't look back.
Hey, what you can't do? Hey, Mama, Mr. Piman, you have
a I'm an insurance manager. I'm saying, okay. Now,
Mama, read a bunch of business card, man. SII baby, we have business card.
It is one way, and go for pros. I'm cast
business card, the first come.
Because one of our projects, I come by how the best can see the about was so. The nature and him, me a packet vibe on the visa, and a van to buy cuckoo, a branch of our coffee project, as well, could you know, every person behind them. Give me the number of my Venos, my Fino. It will come no so me boss me jina nti ne nko kasa. To buy na ese na dwe na distorted. Ti no ntimi nkasa yi o kasa na nsisi so.
Yeah.
Because ohwe no ho a na ohwe ya maybe odwen say so say anybody. Therefore done ntimi there. And there several times a lot of our projects, yeah.
Office of February.
Oh yeah. Ba ko bi say kuma say akwano fi America na buy. No atra be 1 year na hu ye that because most people want to projects no. Baby o nyina hu ye. Ti be kwaya na what wo. And to me chia na be ko inside na mtsa buy. Ti me na kasa I say oh your boss kakra am say me na wo send me message no. And ti na person hu de na wo ka. Okay. What za oh ni pa na bebre adwen no kire say maybe ofu kese wo wa when you kakra obi kura timi baby say because a project back Lebanese maybe was say are you the owner or you are taking care of somebody for somebody and say are you wise? Why do you ask this? Why is your mind? You know, so any uncle na say to the be e din say hunu it is a hunu.
Yeah, that validation, no. Validation, no near the high into my day, and I said you can they no at the pressure bar.
Yeah,
and my autonomy won't mean to. And Yama also we won't mean yet. Oh, now was our baby, to me sign down money, the enough features, I'll be kind of because what they will be signed down, you know, so share parties near dear. I will chief for more party will be on every at be also change yatade. Every EBA also change BB. And so Bashaka and yet any who say,
also, yes, sir. Obo from Krana won't to me. Was it say? Nipana come no from ground.
Debbie.
Because already Nipano or from that.
Yeah.
But all resume who has obo for how are you going to deal with the pressure?
And I no cry no say, what you want to cry say? The person me free situation na. So I go from the boy be so free about me because of niam why ye sad. Which me share nipa be bro my sir. Obi na ne ho che na dan no say bro omo hu dan we na say any common yan ne o. Because over time me abesa common dey wa won kan che me say dan no. As o team say dan no hard dwen. Ha no. So me want to cry no e dan wo team no enkra no kra ko college say unkwa na o ye nkwa na che. And so you are still paying. I will bet me a downsize here. I'll be free. Sunny powder jam, chin or you didn't a can of pana. I'm saying, so a young can we now. Yeah,
this guy's you. The cannon will be a good hole. And yet, what do break Triaka? Until anybody be brain to me, she should be. I mean, why are you man? You see, can I blue? No problem. I don't know about any what take. Boga did okono okope mara no akoto fried rice amom. So
what can we have?
Oh Lord.
If you be okope mara the ane also high kabiko. So we are for the level.
Yeah, bro.
But after I couldn't get back to choba or buy again jano. Because choba the obadi say they be choba.
They would me decide in this one. Yeah, papa. Yeah, bro. Faba for the called Georgia. And before they called Georgia, I could Saturn up Mr. Chan. Oh, yeah, you, your friends, the Chinese. Oh, you call a Asaf market. Ya call you for not tire for us. I call your friends say. Georgia, a Chinese fast food near a quarry, na qua, Omudia, oh, I said, oh, really not. What a sausage back could be say, I said, you did not. Let's get a crowd with you. Now, oh, so you did that, yes, I didn't soon be. Only be Satan grandma chop money.
As I the guy who was boys, was a co-father papa car. Yeah, contact colleges. Eh?
They didn't even
papa car, coffee, Louis Gas, you're going. Who's the guy in your dear? Anyway.
I said, we don't carry it. I said, you. Now, who drew her? Mercedes Benz now papa cry and you should know. The papa Mercedes Benz and papa no you know or the abani akọ lose near the NSC cars now did you know why you say. Who to free or polish one side the car akọ garage. They no cry no you this as soon if Santa crowd GP.
Where?
Who you need 16, 15. Actually be a car akọ na sakọ. Now we nipa we did 21 there na be.
There na be. And this will call anymore. What is a BBI show? BBI show. Ane.
Obi the kind of budget.
Obi the business crowd business ni nyina ye no.
Yeah.
No the Tolan Cruiser.
Yeah, the Tolan Cruiser.
Obi a politician disabled. Yeah. Blow cash no beyond what we have.
Yeah.
Also only discipline be. And me sure so bit my build this business pass significant business who needs our discipline. A lot of these guys that we call very wealthy people, if there is anything I'll bet which is very common, there's so much self-discipline with money. All of them, not one or two. More, especially more funders in have so much wealth, Look at all of them. So you be Bini, so you Bruni. Almost all of them. They're very much prudent with the money.
Yeah. Yeah. They
spend on their businesses for productivity, not for funds. So, and there's a what to say was boys now. When to me build a business because you be other. When to me, boys be they so music blow cash be more problem. No? What were they trying to do? They were trying to tell us that they were wealthy. And they were not.
Yeah.
So one of the signs about Nipawe was Buano. Oh yeah. What started business in Nana which was a billionaire. Wabwa. No to talk as I can say Wabwa.
Yeah.
And over Pimso. But Babu how him so what same watch it and then be ordered the wire cry. That's different. But they were starting ra men project office kesiye or funny pan be 100 or TV so ye interview or person or penny bia o kromi be okoche diska wo boa e adwuma na wo hyehe. It's not true.
Na say bi mo on person yes ana on so the team dey twe adwuma na baba sometimes no dey feel
enye no correct
9 out of 10
omo nyina abu akam do ba to ani ebu akam but they were prudent what team have sika so for the last 40-50 years. Look at them well. Or 1,000 crowd baby sound. Then I'll go here.
Nana K. I say my boss wears black t-shirt with one dirty jeans. One dirty jeans, but the company generates 200 million a year.
Where?
Wow.
Yeah, 200 million a year. So I say one jeans t-shirt, they be a dirty jeans and manager.
I go to check see to the beer, we need to
Obi come somewhere 3. Who read it for Nibia? Also 3. No bit may be beer or black a suit or black a suit or black your friend say yellow blue
navy blue.
Yeah, navy blue no. Almost had 3 no. Now see no be say one crown who say no share. So be chef for so many years.
Okay, I'll cover the private plane no.
3 your friend says our jackets need 3. And all pants 6. Obeshan be 3 years.
Yeah. Now, side you what me creative worth.
Yes. Also, because we they say, suit say, so no, because what we have to remember is that wealth is the money you didn't use.
That's right.
Wealth is the money you didn't use. But my fufi say, oh, we they say, you could cash no. The link not to. Mr. Beano, the link not to.
Okay.
Nanatwe okọ Sabra. Minia Richard Awuni. We dey mabo washing. Yes, mabo washing. Enti ene dey una okọ. Ai, yenko. Because you say wo bibi kapa. It is wo bibi ka. Na na me hwe wo commercial bi. Wo ni amakama 9 chest ni ade. Ya na we out the information at na amanfo etimi abeto shares ne ni amane bi. Yo, Richard, Yanko.
Mr. That's why you muted though.
We are muted. So Kasadia we muted.
Mochemenka.
I think you too.
Yeah.
All right. Intimatia, Mr. Buffy.
No, Rikika. Now, okay. I'm saying also corner Saba back with your friend say mic on.
Oh,
Mic, you know, anyway, so.
All right. Enti growing in silence. Also, more ya near kɛseɛ na ɔmo ntaa nkasa bebree sɛ mpanyinfoɔ bu baabi sɛ ankora hunu na ɛdede na woba ya bibiman mu hanom a ɔmo yɛ dede ne nyinaa na wobɛkɔm no ɔyɛ musician ɔyɛ footballer ɔyɛ politician ebia 4 years when ɔde yɛ saa dede ba hwɛ ɔmo yɛ yie paa na wonti ɔmo nka they are building in silence na saa nkurɔfoɔ no ɔmo suban yɛ soronko wo de emfa ya papa despite nye mfato ho ohun si wa be kasada me watch esi na me koto ka we esi by nkrofo bi society ni ma oti omunka last time bi Dangote kan se bi was na adwuma efo ni bi akototo na wo UK ba ono ni dan wo UK o focus on the business o and you person building in silence one will focus no core assets wo dwen ko niam discover den ebebreo. But omo mpese ombe building in silence ompese amansan hu omo no Benz kesiye J-Wagon watch kesiye dan kesiye or the last na abekọ akoye nti public ne be hu say oh asamasi aye but we need company ba ko bia a man 1 million a month but those who are building in silence no omo build factories omo the product here den ba Jaya boys ne wahana Mr. Obinda ko wonte nka they are building in silence. Canada Japan wonte omonka. Resort no kwa na obehunu. Omo product eba out. Obeti Canada Japan kan obie ko store or yes start. Saa niam na ate nka.
Yeah.
Ombe shesi timbe ya kaka bense mu ha. Ombe kabrofo nkyerɛ. O kabrofo kra na esika brofo. Ye wo sika brofo wo ho ne wo ahiafo nso brofo. Brofo bi wo ha o kan discover. And you know, omo building in silence no. Omo nkasa too much. Oh, die on crofo bin so ho no ma. Omo pese wiase nyina hu se o ma yeye. Enso no omo nye yeye. Untimi ndada ho. So you need to grow organically. Saa ne ma na wo ya etimi ma wo maintain saa yedie no kakra. Na say bia abekọ akọje contract bi no wanya be 3 million na odi abeblu ayi be 3 months ne hu si wa yeye ne de. Nya dia sa ne ma de betimi ade alasti enti ya damase I think some abo nsem ni nyina so ti we de be bo ma ba so na adwuma pa moye enti ya damase ti no obi wa ha no tie na o make sure say we be building in silence focus on area bi a obetimi master ho no perfect because there can be ho ma be no wakoso we mu obusa oye we ntu ba company ho ma successful. Nti focus one industry na ye successful and sana how be can home po what they account omo ma building silence that is what they do omo jump from one place to another omo make sure say industry we my successful and sana my dey masanso akọ baby fa akọ na afenso manya comparison obi wo ha ode ne nyanko na wie school wa ye minyan ye wasida minyan sida na ode no compare as one obi won tokwa nyame bo no fi ma amyem ne ba obi afi different mothers ne ba different womb and to focus on who go now there see when is no but no I don't know what say there what they see when is now focus dear damase the chair will be also
na say o shares bi ni niam bebre hefa my
yeah there obugo so ne wo ba obi pe bi a ye delivered nationwide Ghana baby and no obi pe bi a betimi deliver man.
All right, see any a woni no me kwa me professor ai
yeah that
you say good ne ade no so mu pe bia obenya bia mo
they say the mu pe bia ji say mu call good board o sami je fit my ento ma mu
za
I critical almost mo pe bia mu bra good board they say no and she say aba no nti bia wa o tie no pe good first na nipa dodo na afre enti ne ansa na ebeton ama mpo no wa o beto no o hia nkra ta bia ansa na what me actor good na say wa korabi enti na ba ze ne niam ma difficult ama say o kura good dey akọ outside na say even Ghana hanom no yes ahemfofo no kura no obeje permittance na we dey go that show nsa even go drink no obeje permittance na we dey go drink at show nsa enti no political decisions in the area
hopefully on be am business na e come no obi atimi aye bi say adem say galamsey for so yen saba hopefully on be hye na atimi aye na omo so di ho no omo so atimi di ho
sure
that's it
that's
it Freddy.
Mr. Obeng, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Patrick. Good evening. Building inside may take a different approach. I think we moved a little bit controversial. So be flashy and flash in term entity when this. I think the way you could see is a quite you know. Now it's a flashy lifestyle but now you were relatively young, I think 18 or 19, you know. This can be the deal because you could who say a repossess a car if you never be brave, no cars you didn't quite you know. I was say you settle down Kakana Sicano, ye PBB. Initially I think it's enough focus no wasn't there, but even though the focus no wasn't there, no need to skill be another time when we invest into we decided said there was some specific industry and I'm sure your representation no share then you want to shame and then you skill but that's kind of bar you share down fan BBI and then when we share my wife no and mama some form of direction says Sikano. Memfa indi because enti ma no ya branch na akoware ahofe na ye but onko shi oba no so ahwe ono ne mind ne how sika enti ko shi na ma direction kakra no ka no we ultimate na apartment move for your whole life enti na designer no ya better so kra na designer fe die en she bi ti Walmart ko akoyi t-shirt $8 no ana still me baga na ha Mishe, mentadi ada midi ejuma factory na nwana me ba Ghana ha. Mishe enyama keke me ko bank na me ko mo nyina Monday to Friday ube hu me no. Entadi enyama keke me hu hia obi kana sem de hia ne simi ra shop so ampa me na mitimi tade na. Enu ne hia se ma she be very expensive cloth na me be ra ho a na mato. Me shata de papa se bia me ne ma keke mato a go shop na ne hia. I feel say oh yeah young and now be yes lifestyle na enu ne here but from 30 kon there one free ma because we see sikano who is no money who abuse imagine say we be always think imagine say na early 20s na e kwa brooch na say early 20s teenage years e kwa brooch early 20s na nyama wasn't too expensive. I remember say we in Canada around 2001 now it me 3,500 square foot house for around 300,000. Neighbor come zero down. You say that $300,000 house is now $1.8 million. Imagine. Intina it says can you obi Zabefi Mr. Kanka ni obi Mr. Obi ni obi. But not show no higher. It me rush up underwear designer socks designer. And then but at least the good thing is we grew out of that phase. Name what happens a lot of people still get stuck in that phase. I would default still now with very expensive car, no team. Me say I think I say my me papa or catch me so no di be 22, 23, no me top brand new Benz or can I say why that? He's never did it till we did 2009 and not top brand new Benz. That time now we brochure we see in the apartment there the idea. As it's every 5 years they are now was the son but we delay but we say we freeze our life so someone who here kakra and son of multi by end they say from upbringing near imuye kakra into you say sanity. I think that's one thing you can do and then Mr. Benzo Kasembi say oh the big project go see when this was sikale kwa ma allow my own find this show me say every day I'm sorry dia bibi o was me kotia and they say my friend me say me never be am free China e buy aba e was me kotia sikale mo minti regardless sika an kare ko di show no just all kotia went me kodi because one who kodi a when some count near so I say every day there's always something you have to go pay for. And they say me quit my yes me car any problem boom. This OTR momo fix it. Many amaba. And last year is Thursday me call or that name be from me Chinese guys won't be see factory. I say I'm call then so being kind so all the project be see when I think that also mellow kakrama because if something the project money has to go and solve or build that project now. Mr. Obeng, you have to go and solve this problem. And I think say, and one name may very difficult to be honest. Last time I think Mr. Obeng catch and say, Mr. Obeng, ya cast when you or so Fred, Mr. Obeng, you only live once, so also because you always have something the money has to go towards and them so being and say we shall say we discipline was kind of for BBC when so and yet something that you can easily do within a year or two by money big. So it is and then you work gradually towards it. Yes, say the entire thing say you tone it down in terms of expenditure and you decide this about the yes project we that means all your attention and all your focus and all your money goes into that into scanning by says it's going to buy this way quite and it's the same approach they take Ghana say mobile Ghana now be share more factor I'm say I'm who never come home and family yeah and one am the coffee me free no pa entire share more can I take you to work there was no idea or cram more like so and one shame you the raho family so it is yeah I think that's what but for big projects when so and I'll be extravagant and in term early 20 if you can afford it early 20s 32 and this one as you go into your 30s no that project the shema then you take it from the NT and then one important thing the partner to you marry so no just say a flash here and then be a flash here check but no you're a little bit more prudent with money here no when you call mom and no car same so no I think that's where I'll end.
Thank you.
So the Okofa was so customer the tiro. You would tell us about the customer material.
Different. One time the I think so be frame. And okay, be and guys, Mr. Being a face of what they are doing. Marine operating CEO, the chief operating officer, Mr. B baby go to Marie. Mr. Being bed. Oh, actually, Miss me boy, Mr. Being. Marine, organize all the operations. As a man, if you want to go very far, you cannot take out your wife and especially so if you can't say the how to use money, you can stop on kakade that you go for but so you're very good with money. Let them take the lead. So it is I think that's where I'll end.
Who coaching Crawford we all know which is a Obani very good money so boy. On head of household here, or head of I don't know 10 years why I ask in fact Germano no Debbie but send a Fred kind usually a man when it comes to money and I never be brave say if partner why you cry now when you connecting there's a study here say most people are more combined they are force or combining and sometimes I want to say cry I don't know what you mean mushe DNA but it's kind of multi share I mean yeah but in it sanity they see a boy you say sanity Freddie has okay say or say yeah chrono your friends say 19 years the same hour bit be flashing in time true but be true because too quiet and the as that what unko na what one na we it's can any blow tell you kind blow the answer just a few people pay na there after 40 50 it be that so was our situation and we in tema it be am say by the time me did 30 no Kruma na me dey 1 million a dime you
Wow.
yeah I got to dine for day so be almost say be fear to dine and yes bet me to dine too to dine at the be parties now you see it is hardly one day but sometimes because I'm glad say happen 10 now I'm free It's what some mistake no the 40 50 now quite some mistake. Asa some ato. I been about be free that time no atimi asa correct one crab abi drew we. Abi drew sad you know. By the best nesenka we start here na nkaja we dey buy e mu bebre on mu a ya first car anti TS you know. Kwesi wana eko.
Nipa na ebe bubble so okay yama emane nko ladies first Mr. Kia.
Okay, thank you. Hi everybody. Sorry. Mr. Beck, you are such an inspirational young man, so intelligent, and you surrounded yourself with amazing people. And I've also observed your growth, like mental growth. You know, you're just really inspirational, and I just wanted to share that. What do you say? Mr. Obi, question back home. So Ben, when you were speaking, you always talk about this, and I think today I'm just taking the chance to ask you, what's who build a business now? Business mean na ebia uyi muska kwe we akwe. Oh, you talk about that a lot, not just today. If I show bit much them yemu and memu, then na what's we use to as a check mark to say it's a business business and we in
Wow. That's a tough one. But I mean, Adam, you see numbers we was we start here. We start here, bonus. I'm not my we income is 0. And maybe I'll try 1,000. Let's say a year or a month, any of them can work. Now if you want try maybe I'll say 10,000. Now if we are 100,000. Many businesses, I'm sure they can do 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. I think the minimum mark, so I will trim so you be significant. Maybe I say your business should be doing at least $1 million a year.
Why that number?
I think it's a base. Because if you strike 10% on it, that's 100,000, isn't it? So let's say 100,000 is your profit. Anybody with 100,000 a year, you can live a good life. So let's say you have 20% profit. That's good, man. So it doesn't matter whether it's CD or it depends on the economy. Or it doesn't matter whether it's CD or dollar. Say, oh, Ghana, we just started. Say, business is starting. If you give yourself that mark, by the time I'll be through income level, because and I can say, will be all your business be what that volume, no? Or when it's a so yeah, it means that no say. So from there, you're looking at 10 million, you're looking at 100 million. You know, a lot of these guys, those are the figures that they play with. And it's a 50,000 a year. And I'll pay so especially. So when this is up, you be significant there. But so down in the year will aim more, then no problem. So and then you can be building in silence. The minimum say $1 million a year is minimum. And all of us can
Sorry, Mr. Obi.
What's up?
Let me tell us here. Say it was so we business we build the business to a level be so we bottom line.
That's it.
Not next time we in any business like idea it was a core business operational something. It should be so it should be something it make sense. Yes, it something for the business itself. Okay, I just wanted to grab the concept. Sorry.
Okay, you know say You see, as a provision shop, let's say 100,000 a month. If you own 100,000, it be that. But the profit is just about 10-20%. The same is going to be now the show of Bushiafu. In 2 years, 50,000 for twice as I say, people say that's strategic.
Na business the back home.
Yes, not strategic. Whichever business you're doing, that's strategic. And I'm just a business crowd there. We'll push you to crowd now. You're so much committed that these figures you can easily see them. You can easily see them. Anybody who has started any business that they're doing just 1,000 a day, is seeing these figures in a month. You know, in a year, you can see some of these figures easily. Because 1,000 a day means that you are doing about 30,000 a month. And doing 30,000 a month is like how much? That's about 360 a year. Okay, it's still below $1 million, but at least something that will push you into $1 million sales, $1 million revenue. It's not a bad start at all. Yeah.
And Pacho, who started business and so when you want to expand, what should you look at? For example, okay, my menu studio, we are doing poultry, we have pigs, but pig we're not expanding necessarily. We're looking at the poultry. Do you what earmarks, like what marks should you look at to use as indicators to expand? Like should you wait until demand now overwhelming, and I said should you have certain things in place? Like for example, right now, as you know, we had a staff that we lost, and my husband and I are handling, most of the operations ourselves. It's say you can't say expand there. I was saying making sure say if your staffs are in place, or what are the things that you should look at when you want to, just generally.
The demand should drive the growth.
Okay.
December said before be and maybe out on be a 10 crazy a day. But saying go for my orders be great. Uber train. We use also be.
Okay.
She said, first one, any pay and a foul, and any pay 10 a day, 20 a day, and they are all asking. She said, "Can I be the people from Beba?" Yeah, pay. I think you should extend your capacity to absorb that.
So it should be based on the demand. Once you see that the demand is, going up, then
For many of us, without a lot of capital input from others. Yeah, but we higher money scan. Critical and demand by day. But for many of us, I don't think there was so much say you could create in your patch out. And so I don't know so for my now be. So but we in a year pan or body or young the rule. Once the time be an for anyway. Because we started no be any and then go for whom. And on one casa so casa. We do one dance. So you were 20 years. Casabeko, Udineko, Humanity. Until there's no way I'll be one cycle. More than the would almost start Emma.
Right.
So me sure saying before we numbers no for the moment it is you can say also OBM. Sometimes one can so strategically you may have to create the demand yourself. Go out, throw your numbers out, tell people what you're doing.
Right. Which we're actually starting to do. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Bimijam, but I just wanted to share, say, Namoka earlier, say, so be as Bibinina. I don't remember, say, Baby, if you so now kind, mechanical kind. So be as Bibinina. Sa and Yama bling diamond ring name wig I can see any it starts to shed no 100% true because a lot of people I don't mean that people have problems say me okay maybe they don't see me as Bibini, I don't know, but me freak Canada honestly me because me when I saw myself as a Bibini, na me accept Jenny no it would be ye bibini Mike ma bibini bi ase a wo hu no so me ka Jenny into me so ben therapist cry here won't me handle and near my FM before and son I you the who as obibini now you accept you won't. The moment you accept yourself, no, Africa and you and like the idea is Africa you hear tiny no like it's me I use an example some time ago since I said your woman you no matter what they said oh my city no there's no way I will woman miss oh my said or no when time and I say no it's almost like a natural process when you begin to see yourself as a beginner you are confident in your blackness like it won't just any man who put that like it won't even occur to you. And that's when you start to make these transitions. It's like a natural transition. You know, me come. Just like me who didn't say a problem. Like at all. Me who nipa or no who didn't say a problem. This or no more problem. Which is true.
Yeah, no problem. So two Chrome years you didn't know about Chrome.
A crowd from Uba besides the Benabeko.
Amazing. I don't know empathy or more.
It'll be the guy was it Cacrado be there, maybe you.
And the crow, I was anyway.
Three people won't pay. Oma head the other banner. Oma way with your mama also, and also the banner. So that's why you say, you know, Freddie so make a good point about said you know, your friend say, Mr. Ben can also listen to the customers.
Yeah,
the customers will tell you what they need. Now, also, meeting a committee. Sometimes those a good point, maybe a meeting a committee.
Okay.
Them say, Mr. Ben can say. And no better because the demand nearby Oma bar no better because sometimes they move also even customers trade the appeal.
Like we want to expand, but I just wanted to ask the questions to make sure that we are on the right track. You know, yeah. And think like this business to me it's new to me. But we just want to make sure say so what you bet now 400 now crowds I don't miss coming up here bet now coming some we're expanding that because we want to get it right. We don't want to we are not proving anything to anybody.
Where they do welcome to psychoad.
I don't think you have a move, baby. What can you have a move? I want to see
you.
We get it right now.
They say we are pro. We are pro. We be ultimately award in idea.
I'm pro. Me say, madam, you punch midwife.
We are pro. We are pro.
Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate all the answers. Mr. Befi, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. But your uncle, Mr. Alfred Boatin, but we are not Obi Nana Akasa. Thank you.
Pennsylvania, Michelle Bibia.
Also,
Yeah, then I'm asking Monim DNA. Magana da bia mo cheche namba na minua kan kamo kan se bi eche no say ekwan be na yen youth no so be living in silent or like a baby building in silent. I think that my society no am pressure, we are to car na we me cancel last year me pa Ghana na me namfo bi pia kana ba ku igina ba business na boga dale na plan away for come dale me tigana na me twika ntime tukwa na masaba me e baga na den na just say me yusu ka me tia na trotro mu se trotro nya ne ne ye fa ne ko ne ba nti how is it internet me toka that's one thing and I'm still being so as a fab project because ABC wani so muse project kese bi si wani so a wono kra ehunahuna nti no you sika no mfa nye bi because anytime bia no make sure say project we so time the obenya bia no they cut that project no. That's how I mean say wait me so living your expectation to not living in silence because I'm say uncle who need it. If ye penny for more ska for more aya ye say despite me no more can ye na you man na hello FM peace ni na se for na ni later me kura me who despite only 60 years ni 60th birthday na me who like me say despite me who say this is the man. So I think say that's how yes live. Yeah, youth I say ye ni free that peer pressure society no names internet no way see we my talk my meaning na ye did. I think say who you now who focus on how you want to build who person will do some level be. I think say no be more what group come. But I'm a pamper for you. Michelle be or mom by no mama one day and they be other. But church and so be. But I'm a
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
it.
for Rafi. Yeah, I'm for Cracker Alfred there. From the knowledge in Ekano, a dear building in silence, cry lifestyle inflation. A dear
yeah.
cry lifestyle inflation. Yeah, to say send your can no how you so phone no use no and yeah she and minister phone ya me can na ma for dia but phone in here she but still so
Wow.
upgrade the phone phone in here so upgrade the phone maybe a baby or 1 bedroom he will be okay but the salary now moving from 3,000 to 5,000 you know all these mistakes and other silly mistakes as youngsters I mean that's young ibu I mean that's but me be who nimdie no swati it will get to a point ebeko kra oti baby 1 bedroom you'll be okay ni sika no cost roje 5,000 on worry oni ba oni ire baby oti no distance from baby oti to adwuma ensesan ye opeso two free on okotena 3 bedroom but we nipa bako because of who say he has arrived nti adem akwa growing in silence cry a lifestyle inflation and the yen you to know yeah number one problem pa se bia kwesi akotoka but only maybe onya sika ni free also uncle Fred of abef obi akotoka any free but on kanjiro so say ontimi nda on kanjiro say on that or here very tiaka ni free but
You
only
musa the source of that
Yeah.
you feel you musa the source no how you get
exactly.
it but you just when you know you busa like you musa the source. Yes, that's how it is.
Yep.
Now, when my dear,
Yeah.
a young ye power, we are young in this adena. Say a dina okotoa. Oh, dream visitors won't be near, will be on bedam. A chain be a crowd. It you want more bedrooms. Sadly. To that 5 bedrooms.
Mr. Me told me that I'm in baby a visitors bed out.
I say, we say young no more yes, I did.
Mr. You want penny for away one way Jimmy says you Muzu Jimmy or more.
Kwame.
Yes.
Yeah. Eti ebi wɔ ba de ɛnna de sɛ yi de ba kyɛ sɛ ɔdwen yɛkɔwe nsa ba ɛfa na cruise no bɛda nwuza ɛnna ɛno no kura hia kyɛ wo dan na wo tɔ na baabi a ɛnso saa nkurɔfoɔ no wɔdwen wɔn ho nyinaa no how many times wɔn ba wɔn bɛ spend it kora anaa how many days anaa baabi saa kora na wɔn bɛ spend it wɔ ɛnso we focus on saa de no kora more than we
Yep. All right. Obi nana facho kasa wi ana Kwame akasa na yaba
na kwa pɛ sɛ ɔbɛkasa akyiri kora
Oh, me, Mr. Befi, me da say, and then penny for the and you may go a crumb more church and you may be number as down the Bama because, yes, a business down Kenya, me visuals and come on, farm Adrian Manka, Moma, yes, I did find money at the acid down the Mamma.
yɛda me tie wo interview na wo interview a wotie no it was very powerful, very very powerful.
Montreal, Montreal, when Nyame adom Montreal.
Obua nyame adom
Na sa adom ne sɛ nka yɛ ɔbaa de ntina Nyankopɔn bɛka nkyerɛ. Nti yɛbɛda oni owuro benda akone okunie kwasi kankama kanye babumo pa very nice nti yɛda ase Mr. Ben amakasa nipa bebre na aka nsɛm afa wo build yoyo wo ye dinu aye yoyo but me feel say sansem ne nyina ko gina de eda wutrim ene de wonim ena o debate me de aye saa ne ma nti se ko ba se nsem ho a saa na abeye nti na sika ne ba won nsem no feel say so de kotoka me kai me kwa America foforo me o hien on say poverty on ade efe ni hia on esen yare o se me no me free here mo no me nya sika kakra ba me nsem no wonu de me ka me ko to BMW car loan ena na me use here ni lifestyle wo pese we ase nyina tene ka se ono so ye person but na usika se mo so nyo but no akotoka na wo dem untum na to demia a friend is a Mercedes Benz pa but why en yehwe say ye no say fine adua dua enti ya sada ne e ka o ye liability de bia ye no sika ba yen se mo robe na akoka o say ba ntem no ani suyo say hwe the no de bia no person say ye wo ho ye sika po ni nti he ita 10 cd obetimi edi mu na obetimi di 9 cd edi na ade echi ano o esre atorenche bi esi na say o haw bi aba na kwa akopa ni nyina ni ya ye de ma ye se ya na se enye papa yesu yenyi ya nkyerɛkyerɛ sika ho nimdeɛ te sɛ de wuro benda akɔ kyerɛkyerɛ ne ba mo keka ho kyerɛkyerɛ nti wo sika ne ba nsɛm a wo bro ne out wo se one cd ne koraa na top plot wo East Legon won obi nso sɛ wate ase enye we ntimi ntɔ asase nsi dan nti nneɛma atwa yɛn ho ahyia ne nyinaa emphasize sɛ sika no ketewa no ɛnoa ne bɛyɛ kɛseɛ but uba besua de a wo hu se ewiase sika bia obenya wo wiase bia no yetua ma enmu bi nene mimi sika menya nene no se na menya sika na emu bi ne yetua ma me enti se me ma fesa sika na yetua ma me na anye bibia asem beba de bi enti se wonni saa nindie we ya ene wo be de bia wo pese wiase te wonka enti wonya sika na de akotoka na wo dem na wo chele so wo chance na wo ye de wusu ena ye environment ne so e believe say obi a wa dress shepe ena wo sika on say ye ne ti bonko se ye ti wiase foforo nti ene se me call CBG branch bi wo Accra na me call deposit me so ene me call paint supply na paint aye me ho nti cashier no wo hwe me no wo aso wo hwe me some type of way bi so me kitabe 30,000 me be deposit to e ho na so me sada na so sa ne ya so me transfer over 100 ama supplier bi nti wo account no hu no trinko na mza obabo o mo say so bi da wonni bi to say nti wo mu se ni dress shepe na wo fi say o scanji wo se obi ahyehyɛ nti ekrom no obi bitimi abo suit ne tie no kita briefcase oba be kasema kyerɛ nkɔfo mbagina di beto pa fa wo ntale ya kekamu ne se Fred so de ntale paint ne niema yiye mukɔ omu fa wanyɛ hwee bibi sa pra wo yɛ hwan so nti ye perception na ɛyɛ me fi sɛ ɛyɛ tibonko se ignorance ne yɛ deep ano odin enti ɛdeɛ na bɛ mu won ho sɛ because obi wo ha sɛ eniema nko bo so obi wo address hyepe eti sɛ wo pharmacy obi wo address hyepe oboba nso na para na sɛ you know disako or Triscana, near Mountain, or near Emma. But we will be bouncing on and has a private or tardy or 2,000, 2,000. Now, that's right. So, but they no address a pair, no, so now a day and coy. And see me in India is opposite or do well for Mr. Bain and say, Utumi procrastinating and yama be break say. We leave it to impress and go for so we near maybe a done one maybe I see who's a baby and say Mr. What the cotton baby. Because we see kana ye sikananga sa nikita na ngasi skani e detu ya tu. Nti anytime say me koto tade bia ko hye ne ade ade ne ma no project na de ni panim na dosun. We need more money nti kwabe ne me fa so make create sika meet ne me this ka be me more. Nti me fa sa sika no nkonko tatare ana change yi nkonko che. There certain decisions bia me regret make us in sika ho ne ndi ma koto Mercedes Benz na BMW na me dem na me kona me ba me akwa medical akwa America na me wo efuom wo ye adwuma de gidi no na makoto so betin ka me de ma brabo no na nka me wo sa nimdie bi anka bi anka me nkoto Benz nka me bia mepe friend say piantie bi na nka me timu sa na me kona me de sika na ye niema e de mfa so be premi because ye sika ye dua na maybe ye sika be firi wako bia na emfa mfa so bia mero no se eyeka nti zo hu nimdie bi na otumi silisili sa kwan na e ma wo ko animu because utumi bobra na sika no mu na ekita aketwa no ene be kesi o one cedi na ekita no ene ebe abeye $1 billion o chena do no nya ye no de awe asu ana atomo ana poro nduvi zo watcha no benya $1 billion bi there bi unya bi. It is one value sika waso be asio. Sika na mba won sama ye nini nyina ye se ye te se duaba. Ye die aduane na aka na ba ne ye de na ba ne sie ne egusunsuo na timi aba ba hini na multiply. Sana sika te na wo eba ansem na wakoto seed na wo se ye hiafo no nti se wo be hwa baby a black etuntum 40 bia ho ne de mo ne ba be si ho ne de Louis Vuitton no ne eniema ne bo ne be se because wo munum se hiani no poor people mu adwen mu efesika ho form no mo peniema efe nti baby a hiafo ne ti bia ne ho ne de mo ne ade be sisi ho because hiani ni nya sika wo so was spend it china unum china sem one day born one day die china 6 feet china say na maka me say gumebo me wie ye nie bet na to no adi 86 years na wo sresre enti de bia na ye no eniema ebema ye ya ye eka nkwana eye obi wo ha wo ye single person oji baby wo hind that obi wo kra na even what business no kwame lady bi wo kuma oton aduane so be a day utimi nya bi a profit of 1,000 5,000 first no on ton aduane no to single room so ton aduane no nya iska kaka no wakoje 3 bedroom to ya 3,000 a month this any power that wo man tani abon say sabre na no mokope so bolo ne pray for me ne I bless you na hwan where you generational curses break this ne ansem who now because of knowledge this is any pan ye ni sa niema we ni ensua enti na eye de say mo de sa niema we ba ye damase de bia na ye ni so no because ade e ma we ni ba ho so enti mimi sika amen sɛ mo no me mfɛn kɔtɔ atale me mfɛn kɔtɔ car sɛ me kɔtɔ car sisi ana sɛ me kra me car no kra me tɔn na me de akɔyɛ nneɛma bi edi sika bɛbrɛ me because me say those are the financial mistakes I'm making in life am one nti saa ma hin ni gusu kita me de na da bi ɛbɛkɔ because me nim sɛ me bɔ bra kɔ m'anim a saa car na ɛyɛ sɛn and obi nso fi say there be wo daka mu a obi o daka mbia wo ska no no ye hiafo adwen because he any dream say what that came away ye on say yen baby free ban yen 10 numbers as you. In this will sit down 2-bedroom crown no champ one or boy no can hey blah yeah no. But only source of income be a day brain. A baba banty and share Jumana Sine, Jumane buy and as Gane Banabons Wakotoka. Now is the business and a sink. Now they are done in pie bo, no they are done a confor. Nina ball back to name the bed in a woosia. And now for be two fundu, woo ye business, no be on ye be the crab at Ross's candy, on ye be a mini was in candy, on ye be a so to me, a DC dine profit in the or Chinabia say a bonnet dine, so no name the worker can. A braboy down the order and Anna quarry. Okay, so be sit down, but mimi committee mimi sikana, mimi di ye juman fanko sit down conquer nemuna, if we are seeing who say me sit down, kwame sit down, what team na wo bofani e condi there be me yes a liability to me. To me committee me develop product because me will product files are mint me yen way to scan and so me na me di bia konye nsimuno. The plans be na wo. Edi enti na me di says can me discount because mate assembly me sua bibi obi aka bibi a kire me enu nti na ema me timi aye sa nti ene me twen obi o beto pharmacy o tumi da say there be boss ni ho o de me de me manager me ha te me pese me no bo asa okay me boss no okuma ase me okuma ase so boss no konkran me ton paint you pese ye hu boss no de ne ma ne ba no so enti yeah na very funny na me product bi me de call bi ho no obisa me say boss na o credit drew we ba ne ye pese ye hu ne ne sensan agreement na me si metimi asan ma me na me ye ne customer force debi ye hia boss na ngasa so enti area sen de gina abraba wo bone wo na afofo ne de wo te adesua wo sua ene hye wo den ene ma wotumi so wo ye ni petuntum wo beju ho adi but wentimi am break away from sane ma we na omode akekan yen na aduaba obi ne bedua ene eso ai te say friend is gongon ban aye bo na ye sa so wonti ya akete twa mafawola aha na wo saba na him na akọ anim betu beko no na enieme nkoyie na anu yesi papa bi na yiri wo pesika kotwa mara be 2000 woni bi ahwini ya oba nbe toa na nanu won siedo nti hia ni we se nyame na de ma ono ana eje nso hisikani wudi ya so wo ndie wono ana ewu ti nieme bi wo ho abrabo bi wo ha opese wo body a eso hu se na me pese me ko nti misika se me tutu ne yie mi mfe ni agro mi ma wiase hu se ni na me pese me ye me dress shepe bubu hu obi na no sika ye multiply no se wu bebre be de ndie ma ne hu o ye pese wiase won se wo hia dwen ana so pese hu se wo live wo pese o tena brabo a obi hu se yes won so waye de waye yie nti obi ko amana obi test special ye betu kwan ni bi ni de okoba na wa besi dan self contain no aye mu pop yeso ska hwe boga bi de wa besi hwe ska wo wono hono enso na oni kapre ye 3-bedroom ni aye mu pop enfa cash ma beti bia obi ye adwuma e bia monthly wo ton e bia sales wo ye no otimi sales e bia be monthly ni nyuma be 40 monthly sales e bia be 1 million Ghana cedis 800,000 2 million Ghana cedis. That's where a honey baby e kasa wo build bibi o ade onya scanning nyina wo de ye trophy nkwan na so de ye ye friends akrante nkwan a wo chine debi asem beba nti sa na me fi se wo catch wo code according ye mebu no ye pese ye live obi say pressure no it's not pressure pressure say eye tipo onko se because me no be to me pressure me say bia obi atoka madam fu atoka enti say me so me koto sa car bi no because me won name be say what separate the men from the boys knowledge die tete ema etete nipa mienu ntem nimdie nti obaako de ne de sa paalogo na baako nso de ne de ebo ho ban se opese sika no ye ekonanim nti wo de so wo sa paalogo sa ne de a eni ebefa wo la de mo so wo chena no asamoto a na wagusu asa paalogo na nti se asamoto a na wadane wo kopeso bulu bia no na akopa no ntin oyo na te so onye responsible for anything nti ni nyina ye nimdie o nti nimdie ne de ye de hinta de a obre nti so pese o tete santentan na me de mehu kakra ma besua free Mr. Benda ko nchen ne omo keka ho any platform akoso bebe ne fi se when ubetimi atete wani so betete pa no abobra ko anim de a ati se wo sua de pa de a oboa wo be sapalogo sa akosi se wo be jo 6 feet na no kra no ebi wo kra nso na wo jo 6 feet no kra na we yi ase kra nye de because wo enye sika bi no obi di akosie o nti ebe dani sun ko baabi a obi ewu nkofo sun bebre na ye hia wo di obi we ya de beti wo kone sun no do so na tum se niema nko ye niema ntene ye de ba akọ ya adaka kra ho ode na ye ko free de ko na
Hey, Bobby.
Mr. Hime, I'm up for a Jew.
But let's be honest. The interview was very, very insightful. Was very, very.
Yes.
Was impressive.
Hey, Bobby.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hime.
All right.
Back where 24th 31st July Orobe da kun seminar me refi enti ese mo me enko ne enko pedi die ewiase ese de order to adwum na abobra ye de anointing oil ato ya adwum ache ye de kwakufiri ato ya adwum ache ye sa ye politics ache ye agokansi ache enti e bra so se so pese wo don ho na wotu ho petuntum na ho opportunities because me ha na ka tem so hu hwe age se wanya kwasikoko nkrata ansa na betinye edi ya na te se bibi how bibi jijewo woto ho ye de papa bi ne fa o se mako prison fi aduonu aba ma ba bedu aburu oti mango ase sere se me mo aburu ma wa ase mitri mo de ntini e fa no to he o ka se woto he de o se edi e kura na ye prison
Yeah. Nana.
So
Nana. Yeah.
31st no obi register from secondly 24th Thursday Christopher say omoye program bi nti me speaker nti obi amra so what time me speaker
una kwa Christopher programming
Christian almost a Christian Millionaires Club nti I'm the guest speaker almost say review Mr. Obey perspective that I'm the speaker nti mo beti me nka o
in advance.
Ewiase a metimi wo me hu obi a otwam obi abeje na waje obi da nyameka no ewiase ma metimi me hu obi a otwam obi abeje na waje obi da o amechero okay you know
osu momra 24 6 p.m. Thursday o bra fa hobi na ba betie nsempa ye kosua de ye ko review Mr. Obenda amomra ye da wase
all right yeah Mr. Hime ya dance na obi na wia na eja your time ninti na ya ma Mr. Oh sorry mommy yeah
okay me that's it bra Patrick bra Kwesi bra Obeng for at the same Michamunia in your nominee your friend is saying Mutia Bia It's a topic where a very good topic. Me kind of I like it. Your friend is saying, so you see sika enye dede, and I said sika empe dede, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Enye to me no enye about nipa no. Eye sika. She sika na kasa se sika ni ye nipa. Na sika ni suban. Enye wa wo ye flashy no na enye debi. Me feel say enye no ena sa we no at least no in my point of view, the way I'm taking it no. Enye sa me hu right because se wo hwe sika no the way sika tia se ukọ na oni obi kasa na uye dede a onti you. So ukọ na obi kasa na o money bibi of value na bibi a you know obeti bibi afi ma sika bebe afi won ameche no into to me no se ukọ na se o kasa na just nya wo kan no emfa de a ede bibi ebebe bia enye sika asem won eye dede masika won ameche no the way amemi hu no Sara mimi hun say the saying says sika empe dede no. Now the whole way say omo ya flashy no omo ni sika no. Well, there is a little bit of truth to it. Because a little bit of truth to it because nipa that's need you be a flashy, right? Now say unim ni o shene dia. Oh, popularity no ama ni me be a flashy amobi, right? But Jay-Z now one of say $2 million your friend is saying watcher. Wouldn't say a $2 million watch. What is more flashy than that? Well, I'm Michelle. People who are wealthy, they do flashy things in a different way. Omo sikano, omo flashy no, and this is why many why ye sikano ye flashy neti. Or mine wuni ye sikano ye kakoto atade ani ahye. Mine wuni ye sikano ye kakoye we say. But no, you worked in the flashy no. Oh, me were 20 apartment buildings so flashy no. Oh, na me channel. Only obia or sika like real sika ni kasa. Flashy no. Who say a flashy? Because who you poor person who the koto car. Who the koto their mana or not toma or no. Oh, I'm no. You are not toma or na wo say a flashy. But not a flashy no, a nema na or only no. Oh, I'm no. Into Jay-Z only one of a kind bands. That's flashy. But what make us say oh on your flashy? Oh, I'm no. So the nipa that's in Suban, the nipa that's in Suban. Oma obia pese obi hu say oye obi. Right? Obia person feeling important. Into no in that sense no. Obia bese obako she bibi obi be hunu o na meche no but at the end say oh yeah flashy you find say oh this sika right but say o person who come crofo mo omo ye sika now person omo the same way oh yeah you don't have any choice but to a little bit flashy to get attraction from that. Oh, in everything, there's a wisdom in everything. Into Mama and Jane said, because a one way, a French line, like it's absolute. And yet nothing is absolute. Oh, I'm channel. Into ye car. My own say, yes, say, oh, you're flashy. Now the Okoto attire, so the cock impress you, be who say Usika. Now, oh, flashiness, no. Eddie Bibia buildy Bibia Mawa. That's also flashiness. Oh, I'm no. Sika empe in a sense, say. If I say one obia oye business no. Obia oye business no, right? Obi no babe kasa. No kasa no can Bibia like ufu say a waste of time. You don't spend time with them. Only sika empe no. Right? But so
boss, question quick now, boss.
Please, me
Kwame, but yeah, okay.
Obi or no so flash or so flash now or call baby escapo no sa escapo no mo sanko no adwen be le do mo trim enipa hina ewo wiase o mo ye wealthy person a wo de o flash by be convince o mo ntie say o ye one of them mentiase
Good question.
mentiase
Good question. Good question. Okay. Inti adekonti a wo ho no. Only the most important thing. Oh, nipa ko na o share nice suit or the core in crofo na omo de omo sikeniti no. Like everyone say me ohieni me call your friend and say omo Facebook owner na dia ho. Facebook owner na obe share jeans. Me share nice suit. Me try to make a suit $300. Maybe I mean to me afford it, but me got because me pese who me say me obi a meet me deliver nyama now or pese me deliver man no.
Boss,
You have to, mama, tell me, Bema, mami be, Bema, tell me, Tina Mekano, right? Me answer ni Mekano, Tina Mekano. Me kwa kohuni pa kona me kwa kohunu no atade na me she no a part of business na me pese me ne kwa koye no. Inti flashiness na maye no, right? Ebe pay off at the time. Man kase me koye flash ako club. Me say me kwa ko hu obi a me kwa koye $1 million business. Now $1 million business no me kwa me $60 suit. Because I didn't me ba $1 million business. I will share $60 suit. One na me channel. Inti the facts for no be who me say, oh, me deliver no, say me look at the part. Now feel what in American I say.
boss man tell the all can as me no so nya adwen
And then America I want to see.
na wo koye Facebook papa boy no so o shiri t-shirt na koye adwuma abeka chen say African people no, most people now the flashy attract them the black people and because
Bema untie ni America no untie ni America no.
Boss the work can meet pa because yenti ni ti ase na kwesi kokko beduru ase na wa bossut ni tai hu na na ho popo because of ya dream e ni pound
Ni America na yen na wo kan. Ni America na yen na wo kan.
wo dress ya wo de ba nanim na be kire se wo betimi adwuma na se untimi
Bema
rich people blame wealthy person be no wo ni o ye knowledge wo dress impression wo ebeboa no
Mr. Amy, yeah, Obina na me pacho, yeah, 1 minute in pacho, bit mama no as we are because I'm on for work, no. Now yeah, Timmy Akofas, but we will still be online, yeah, because I'm on for we be work 20. Obina na pacho, bit me do annoy why?
Okay, me that's it.
Pacho man fan no see.
Me that's it. Iti ni American right? Ni American say, ebia wo level na wo no. Enye ono na America. Obia wa different level no obia so ewa ade ono hwehwe ne bebi okọ. Nti obia enko the same way. Nti ebia ni America no enye wo level na America. Nti ebia wo hu ni America no. Sebi. Wo na me che no. So, ni America no say sika empe dede. But sika na man Jane say wow. Mi amepesa wo ti ase ne say hu sika ne say sika na kasa no e wo suban. Right? The money has a behavior, not the human being. Sikano, the way I attract Sikano, Subaino and attract friends and attract Sikano. Oh, I'm in the American say, in Obi who the way, who the way I mean, but the way I look at it, and they say, when they are saying that part of it is representing the money itself and the way the money itself behaves and attracts people to it. Maybe see here. Me ask a question.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the conversation.
Obi Kasa also.
A lot of the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in our reality, not assumption.
No. I mean, this is.
Please hold on. Yeah, Becca, there, my solution, and your hypothesis. We don't come here to discuss things for discussing sake. We waste our time here. We discuss our reality. What you are saying, how many people do that?
Okay, but
So
me
we can't
me so
use
me
what
pacho
we
me
get
so
from-
asem.
No,
No,
I'm just saying.
Oh, so me
It's
pacho me
not
so
our
asem why?
reality.
no, let's
Maybe I
No,
move
say.
on.
I understand no, but Tio,
Yes,
me so
it's
me
not
so
just,
asem.
you don't come here to just throw
No,
ideas
I'm not
out
talking
and
just to
confuse
talk.
people.
No, I'm not talking just to
But
talk, right?
that's exactly what you're doing.
But
We
what?
talk,
Because of the example I gave, no.
no. That's exactly what you're doing. There are a lot of platforms that don't go because the people, what they are discussing, you can use it.
Okay.
We give examples to the very reality of the people who are listening. So Obi Akoto there 2 million. How many of us here have access to that?
No. But okay, me person sikana me kan ebi na sikana.
No,
Me
don't
just
come here
use
to
the
just,
symbolism. Yeah,
because you can
symbolism now me
always,
using.
you can, yeah, I agree, but
What am I channel?
No.
Okay, me so asem. So Obi
Yes.
ba be page ma wo ho, right? Na ejuma no ba be pe wo ho no. One dress the way ya o be try to say sana.
But
What am I channel? Say one say
what you are discussing is grow in silence. The rich. We are talking of people not being wasteful. And you're dressing as something. You can always shoot.
I don't think people are get, but I don't think people understand what I'm saying. But you dress as them make a crowd.
Because I don't think you understand the input itself.
I was talking about the money behavior, not the dressing behavior. The money itself.
No.
But I get you. I mean, with Bessie,
yeah, I agree. But when we discuss here, so that people are discussing what they are going through. We share the things that we go through, we practice, not the ones that we have read somewhere or taught through somewhere.
No, but these are things I have done. These are things that have helped me. Is that
so you were $2 million to go to meet?
No, and yet when I make a symbolism, symbolism, and yet $2 million, a symbolism. What I mentioned, maybe I have $50, maybe I have 100 CDs, and just symbolism, and yet I'm just giving an example.
The way may make us because we are here to learn to go and do, not to discuss, just for discussion's sake.
But okay, I don't want to give the impression that make kakeke, right?
But that's
I'm actually doing what I'm saying.
No, but that's how
and American. Right? Like me catch on drum. I've done this for 25 years. Until make us say, etembia ya mekan nkofo say uka in direct coordination in make a human behavior. I'm talking about the behavior and the attraction. Because question is sikam pedede. And I make say the sikano behavior and ankasa sikani attractive. Whoa. Attractive with on American and you say $2 million and I say I'll just give an example. Yes, sir.
This is the third time Waba program is so, but it looks as if every time
I agree with you.
I don't know, meaning say
I don't know. Some people I don't know why people don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I think it's very simple.
Yeah, meaning say miscommunication.
I do. I'm confused.
A friends say we nipa bebre ka say omo nti de o kana krase I say combining niam with back and forth this animal say me sorry kakaba na me hwe we no I don't know, maybe a miscommunication is saying because anytime bia no this third time I me share but anytime I say I'm off until I see you, so meaning how this is. Mr. People to actually.
And yes, I'm off until I see. He is not talking about the topic we are talking about.
Okay.
Of course.
He has diverted.
We're deviating from the question and everything.
Wow.
Because we are talking about growing in silence.
Yeah.
You are talking
I
about
thought that was what I was doing.
You are talking about
I'm even confused right now.
Money, money, power, and all those things. That is not what we are talking about.
I think that symbolism threw people off.
Yeah,
I really think that symbolism threw people off.
It's not about the symbolism.
Because if you put it,
your whole presentation is
I don't want to make an argument, right? Give it serious. I don't want to make it a negative thing.
If you will listen, what I will ask you to do, what I will beg you to do, if you can pin the time you started talking, go back and listen to the whole thing, listen to what everybody said, and listen to yourself what you said, and then reconcile the tangent you were going to what was being discussed. That is why you are throwing everybody off chat. That
Okay.
I have to be honest with you, because what you
I
are
will.
saying
Okay.
is totally different from what the line of thought we are discussing. That is why everybody.
Okay.
It's not that people don't have personal issues with you.
Oh
From
no, I
what
don't
you
think
are
so. I
saying,
don't think so.
if we were discussing money, because who keeps saying says he can't pay the and I've not heard anybody talking about he can't pay the on the platform right now.
And
so you went to a different.
Isn't that what the title of the what's the name is?
It's growing in silence.
Okay, so it's silence. Any day they know what is. Oh wow, she can't pay the grow in silence. And you're about I missed something. So who you did and you're silent now? Yeah.
Ah,
All right. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Without it.
Obinana, yeah, or still hanging there, see the be a point train. But I think that the only issue is say be a analogy no use of flashing, maybe or then is be a look presentable in the Ghanaian context.
Thank you, Kwesi. Thank you.
Kwesi. Obviously, say we should be open-minded and allow the American that of baby.
Oh, was it dressing?
That program just to do almost like an hour. He didn't come all the time.
Obviously, we should be open-minded. This is not being open-minded.
3 times I'm a meeting. Anytime
he throws us off.
Yeah, I'm off for it's like off the topic and he threw people off. Yeah, and the person may address that. Now, it's always off. Yeah.
Anyway.
And to Bibisa, who said Bibisa say what it is so because so obi e kase bibia I was say bibia say okay e bia bibisu free me a etia yes sir. Anyway, Sister Baski.
Now, mommy.
Yo,
mommy.
Wait a minute, Marcy. Yeah. Well, the time and a half of it. Okay, wait a minute, Munina see Mitie and 70 Bebre. Now, Mr. Buffy made us Bebre, who send me Kwasi. You be oh yeah, and recently, yeah, he said, if my memory will serve me right, was it Young African? This is the best time to start, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Cosina, Mr. Buffy, now the breme. Now, me the command me nieces, me nephew be with you. A man acknowledges on his account. Obama no woman there one country because or no why not being a butcher in Tino. And a butcher is no person or nya visa or ha and I'm fat. Ntino just bibi and who can see ya into my jana as a mamma. Anyways, that is a friend. Because anytime be obey bibi you say no. Mr. Buffy would the bremer, my neighbor, me the back come on I offer now ready say on betino. Yeah. Now, Mr. Obinda could bribe me tea. I'm sending Nansa 4 days ago. Me tea why you be so all kind now will can be about say. If I may be home baby, and I say what's now kind and quite okay, say Buboya, see a mancrophobisica. A horse on the near Bubuya and Anka Yan Cram fee, baby, a crafty, a day bagana, a bay, you know. In fact, no, my beings had you will seem every 7 me no casa me, say me, throw him, my mammy, baby who fees on Kota Bubuya and back on, and mammy. And ebe ba my beam say na if you no betimi on ye 15 na itimi hyehyɛ cars ne nneɛma ne yi na Bubuya we dey say nkanye bibi big deal anka won ntimi nyo nti mfa mikotie we no a beka mayi we honam so yeah we dey asem a waka na no kware wo mu pa no kware pa very yeah se nka won betimi aya anka ebe
mo ubi sa friend mu nyina mo ye
Only yeah, na only yeah, I didn't know. I ain't na walk no. See, Nina so na ye sikasem. Say obi anywhere obey ready say be or this as can be ma on betimi you know. Yeah. Now me question ba kuni de bia na me dwen ho sa. Emi say obi kasa na all can say your friend is saying you have good people who fear always won't betimi ahwe nneɛma so ama na ayɛ yi. Madam Fuba could be US. In fact, or no, and I know frame me say, yeah, na me de when it be so command or no so no, we tia just we making move and you may be brave or ye. Na no kwari nyame anim no so de ni tia ye a wonya obi a adekode a opese o ye ma no wahwe so a o ye ma no nti wo ho no frame no so odamase se me de sa ayi ne ebre no na ma sese ne na adwen aye ayi kakra na afi so no nipa ode ade ne ko share ne nsa no so far no or yeah you and I'm saying I me den crane bro say mo message na mo de yeah you know I think say ni ibinumu fa yeah juma you know just thank you what they me come as man worry no kwasi anytime bia obeye yi bia about you know patcho Mr. Befi ya na wo de amame so me da si bebre ya me nhira mu nyina na ma me Marie wo ho a me respect you to the point say the papa ye nyina say wonka ho a enka emi say know this level nti de bia I pray for you say nyame ema wa hoden because teamwork is very important. I think say maka wo ade we so da me rather unfortunate no me dey sini trust but is it bia na chia but the move you see something like that nti I hope say it's going to be okay somewhere along the line. You know, Mommy Mary, oh, baby, I will be a Yamisha. Now, more holding and keep doing what you are. The support system now, the man, no, every say, a year, Juma. Mr. Buffy, later on, may so many no Becassa, I advice be if you are from in terms of mortgage. You kakra da me so be a wobetimi ama me adwen bi about me mortgage e wa ha nti me da si bebre. That's it.
That's mommy. That's it.
Right.
Anytime. Patrol question we are watching now. I'll say, please, this question from Salifu.
Yes, and I come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Obi Busa question. Your friend is Salifu. Mr. Salifu said, or say, as a young guy, at what age or income limit should you reach before thinking of marriage?
Hey, this will be another answer.
What you Mr. Obi Mabenka anope mitie Mass TV. Unsi a man a bass no na a fire our resem. When it comes to that unipa na on person or answer and to when you are question no
And I don't know.
Answer. Anytime be about Max TV, I met you know, and let's say questions in a bar and me knows me and sending in a memano, only my brabon in you know, I know what to have fun changes. Until was now,
Enipa no wɔkyerɛkyerɛ yiedie ɛde na ɔmɛka warefo asɛm wɔkyerɛkyerɛ yiedie wo so ɔmɛka warefo asɛm
there be question bi wɔ ya na direct any ade ne ɛbɔ ho so
ho hand in hand sometimes
me sɛ bɛ fie kɔ na hand in hand sɛ wonum sɛ wokɔ akɔware a wo sika sɛm nya sɛ wonkɔ nkɔware nti sɛ wo penimdie na afi sɛ watoto nneɛma yie na betumi ahwɛ family na
our woman in terms of time our woman who's a near matimi a year. India no open ideas.
You know, said Dodona, you know, Benjamin, no, Benjamin.
I think most people underestimate the power of marriage because what happens is so no urbano career instead of individual income urban. A two income. Now the outcome Ghana how I realize and even most people the fact say almost feel our really should be something big or say a quiet wedding I can see and only a sika. Most people who say Western marriage, I always say this, Mr. Befi can come more America, won't be some white colleagues, no. I say most of them the father of the bride in the 2-year wedding.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah.
So na that concept ni e dia be share ye ko wa
ring or the be show ba na
ring no ba ko ni asa
oba na abusuafo na
oba ni part of the bride and a fund this out no na yen akofa problem no
obeka chiro se nkonya
100 3 months of your gross salary na auditor ring no we wie odie na sa concept ni dia be share ko Ghana ha mrantie wo 150,000 200,000 da kwa with me wife for her nko be catch me koye me wedding wo America be $800 na e fact na me dey me dey na me timi fie mu de dada so ti ase nti I don't know enu na ma mrantie ni asesi akoye sika sem say mi nkonye sika ahin say ni say nkwan koye enko ware no se woni oba ni mote bo ase na se mo 1,000 cedis na mo busia for bet ase ma ko to nsan ni snap abe ware why should money become an issue
Fred you say
so
you say obetimi akọ a year
and I will always forget your family aware and only aware even in Ghanaian constitution mu oba ni family beba no abetna asema ise na no na enye sika bi oba na busia for de aduane kakaba na oba na busia for de aponche ne yab kabum ni ma ye ma de obi akọ ni fie na ye this our western
sorry to jump in here. We a man question now on by no. Ona ware we on any one kruma na a drew baby a man person call ye man a man is no. That is what we discussed. A woman said there, see the awakening in our woman there.
Yeah. Oh, there do me a question now, Branch and the better honum say at what point do you get married? And yeah, Mr. Bean Max TV as a mock and you want to make a question now, Branch honum say at all what right. When do you realize you have to marry? And yeah, a Max TV as a
and answer for the boy.
All right, I would like to answer that question.
Obano, if somebody she wants to marry, on an entire say be a man some 50,000 more where they can meet me. Name woman, papa, no mamma back or trans, also no parents and trans, a cacam or yen trans in your family where traditional wedding, no, it be 1,000 cities at 2,000 cities at Mukomo baby Makotna and only here. Now, papa be a me, I feel as a father, if you sit down and let your son or now daughter, or you know, 100,000 their wedding, then you haven't done that, you've done them a big disservice because 100,000 can be used to do so many things. Mr. Bean, me say me papa when you man for catch you some asasa where they can send who here mu weske bia momra me imagine 100 cities never de be mako wada mo ko sika kam dem da ko bomo bra and that's how it's supposed to be.
Fred, you say yeah, we are saying the Rebecca say 2 hairs are better than one. Into no. Our left for no me no more yin a tibon cousin or mucusium. You better say a boat to walk a film that. Well, it's a precondition. They are my you into one walk while and office walk a mummy and look a kaboom nedia. Nenipa me no kekabo be ignorance. A better than near entoquensim. A better they be. And this a once this can yes no because also for big na mama big was say nyame shira na mo nipa de for nipa de nyame na shisha awale na o kama bo nti nyame fa awale mu shira nyina mam no tibon kotofo no tugu ase no amen I tap into your blessing afese say ne ensu ye bi nti obi say ya nti de bia no ba kono na obi afun atia ye mo obi afun atia ya na obi ye twa obi nsa na say ya damage obi nti ye ne ye wo problem o the problem na so because nipa mienu na ekwo ware no enema ntani o but wotimi akwo hozo anya sika e de koye wedding akese nkofo mesa emenom na esi 2 hairs are better than one.
We so ye
problem me pese me bam kakra o enti no kesi say
money being kasina yo
when say we big issue e wo haso amafo ware mo parents ni ade chibosia 100,000 50,000 e de ye weddings e mo afo mu lia o mu timi ntwa ye big issue hapa de ne wedding ye kese de ne de anya kese
baba be fi Ghana fo na sa ai
mika na o che ahade ti said de na Fred kan say wedding a be ma no auto ring
ene abrofo na say
abrofo no say wedding akasesa na wo be ma no auto ring a Enti omo no ye wo akora no to ho na no start oba no the parents omo start save bibi kakra for the wedding. Enti omo na ye wedding no parents na ye wedding no. Then no crowd say omo na ni bia omo ha omo bebre bia ne ade. By your community no a big time papa amount for your wedding 100,000 near be a umuska
always want to you and I say omo
Mommy for no this a man is especially a man a friend saying a man mommy mono omu ni bi omo kwaji loans ni ade e bi kwati mi gi loan from dan mu di koye wedding ne mai e ma we mu na afie ese mu tua enti saa ware na enu ba bia na afie hwa na ekotua ese sika no big issue
question na dey me na mbisa me dey am for answer
aye
so we hwe dey kosi we na esikasem na the question is I say esikasem na
exactly.
But I think whatever be the case or say depending on source of income.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're 200, I said over.
On your ban international. Now, omo assignment every day before omo bedano 1 hour biano omo fentie obenda aku teachings no. Omo 6 months. On psyche obana dwene. Omo nyina no should be on a level playing field. Eho no omo nyina beti ase say eni say you cost spend it extravagantly SSC save sika no for our future because he who spent money for people to come and consume at your wedding, you will suffer the pain and agony in your sleep when all the people are gone. That is my word to him.
And the message makes me I can't first wedding and say based on the question of the guy. Say on one casano, I was say who say maybe I would drew no on one gasa Timmy na home. The any kind of on what to me did any baby da at now once I'm so engine say obet me ashe obi front swaka ho that's the second one. That is Obana Bekano Hono. Obetimi Aman Sanyoman, the basic things that is a giane babia or mobeda and the omo de beshe. Umutimi ASR DNA. Wedding sem no crampo de and come marriage and no married. Just say yeah the more chilekeke. Into on it na say just say the other one no a kind or no or chrono and say but the challenge no say mostly you fire so bad and only how ya de my hono you fire so bad into no native hona or born a brand bibia na nani so ye esi na adwene man say ono so benya oba bia ono no pe aware into who be ono no feel say or pen based on the feelings na ni odi akire but yeah the abrabo anybody a free anybody a woko any de hwehwe oba ono so na ni e wo sa ho na bi na oni no etoa so e bobra na de ko enti wa hu sa de na obekọ akọfa obi a at the end of the day na aba be in the amount ti de mekan say onhwe ne ho ni sika semu yes I say benda akokan ni say also wonya income onimu say ebi amount bia ni sika say betimi aba eno betimi ahwe me asa ahwe oba aka ho na say omo ware na omo dru mire nso omo betimi ahwe the other person aka ho eye eba na omo asha ase awo enti plan na omo de call manim omo ni betin na omo ayekese ini sana me so meka e de afa.
All right.
Big man, that's it.
Thank you.
Basky. Sister Basky.
Yeah,
Basky.
Sometimes our reno. Remember, no one more come who are reno so value. Being say be previous marriage. We were with 2,000 Ghana, everything included, everything. But if I thought that my family was so lenient and so cheap, and then our reno were so fast. So anyway.
Yes, and I was say next time nobody panic to
oh, me I got to know me you got flashy things into no. Me ya na ehu hia sa. Anyway, for me pay me
Isco.
Was it? That's why we say build in silence, you know. Was it build in silence? It's in marriage in silence.
Me pay me me there. Many long celebration need those kind of things, you know. Major mohada says here. Me pacho you are grateful for the topic. Okay, we are grateful for the topic. Let me go question. Mr. Obi me pacho question now. And sister kwe busaye no. Me so me question kaka a follow up question about it. Now me pacho now what about source of income? Say be or say drew 1 million. Yɛmfa say be me wo business a me san so juma. Is the source of income say 1 million threshold no? Should it be the combined business plus juma me no sika no ebia me income a from my normal job plus my business now, and I say the business alone should worth like maybe a 1 million threshold before I be meet me a
The source of income they say sika be about hobia. No source. You know, we be on your I'm still being answering.
Okay, we just the work kind of for people or more business almost but we business there also push you. Because we have numbers in the business no figures for business there. Figures ni so a opre ho so yi iska kototo ka no akusisi dan a woka fom. We ani pa ne bebre ni shop ba ko odi kosi dan no. Wantimi anko nanim die. O de ave. Ni pa ne bebre anwa so opre no ho ai se wo hu iska kakra bia no di breka no akogye asase no atoka. Ba do mo tombo ase ma business no ejina ye no. Omo no ene no mo twem omko. And he said, salary ka ho a I don't know. Maybe this is the offer be fika you know.
Because I'm also say my salary no ebia say me for now no me say I'm living in building wealth in silence. Me dey see me need to say me person me see apartment. But me ye business at the same time me say ye juma. Me share me income in a year ebia me nya maybe 1 million or a bit more than 1 million combining business with me income no. And then me say but it be solely say business and should work.
Okay. So person you be see apartment.
Yes, me patron. Say me the bigger picture for me. I'm a person say we see and big question see and so. But me bigger picture and say me person me go into apartment. Person me see apartment.
All right.
But me in fact me bottom me income back to say me business no and I say me salary nko anti me nti no say me salary worker and I say be a business alongside.
Okay. And you say apartment now we see no just ever cost us.
If apartment is cost me be 1.5 million.
This is the apartment there, Baburo.
A bit me so bro.
How many units are you looking at?
Maybe I'm talking about maybe for the start an 8-unit apartment.
8 units now is 1.5
Come on, too.
I don't know. But there's apartment 8 units, 2 bedroom or 1 bedroom.
Maybe 1 bedroom plus 2 bedroom, you know, combined.
And maybe say, oh, the cost. Now, okay, we see can now make how much is available to invest in that. Now, if you want my whole time, I okay, so we is a construction now. The whole time I also win as a profit in and no questions.
Okay.
Let's say apartment will cost maybe 5 million. for instance, or maybe 8 million. Wouldn't you mean 100,000 every year?
Okay.
You know, and it's only 1 million now profit here, 100,000 a year. You can't start that kind of project. You may have to reduce the project or increase your income.
Okay.
That to make money as allowance.
Okay.
So,
Into the patrol, sir, me go by the principle of putting a bigger project ahead of me, and I said bigger picture ahead of me. I'll be able to, if I say me my lifetime be, my mama will be 20 years to go on that, when should I start investing money into those kind of bigger picture projects?
Wow. Build your source of income. So let's say shop on your one. The out me and side home.
Okay.
And sometimes so you can say maybe not person your guest house. And I will tell now maybe sir. So I know there maybe it may not demand so much.
No.
With your interest in maybe a real estate, to gain experience, or that will you can convert it to short stay or guest house. Or build something and yet so costly. But with a bigger project, or build business need to a certain level. How do you say business? No, engineer with me the SaaS can be a come over a very long time. If I'm making sense. But don't give a provision shop for 100,000 a year. Yes, our project, sister. Yes, we'll go home. But if you're a major distributor, and so also watch your home do certain limit. So I hope I'm making sense. Oh, baby.
Or question be answer man also person acquiring masters after getting prestigious box
Mr. Bear.
Yeah, seminar no asem. Basky. Can we be chair or seminar no?
On the 31st of July, 2025, which is next week, 8 p.m. Ghana time. Online seminar. Mr. Being organize online seminar. Title near budgeting. You are budgeting for your income. You are budgeting for how much you are going to save. You are budgeting for how much expenses and then the investment that you can use your savings to do. And a seminar be a would be nyasa nimdeɛ no a would be to usikasem. Recently, Mr. Obin program with DJ Nyami about planning your finances. And this is a seminar for how you can plan your finances. Income how we are going to plan it and what we are going to use it for. And how I'll be to me achichim I may be a bit to me as son yema would you see when you saw a person we are and I say Niema per se wunya dache. That is what we are coming to learn. And online, very affordable, 200 cedis. And you can pay through pay
start. 300 or 200. 300.
No, 200.
200 cedis, yeah. But you can pay more, please. Which you are more a budget, if I'm sure.
And
a very online seminar, if you have any question to ask Mr. Oben, he is open to listen and answer you. A very good platformer. You get all the information at the same time. Best not record that's answer the amount. In the time you miss something, you can go and play. But me, I don't miss online seminars. Say whether it's you, say I'm always there because yeah into me physical no there eh na we no boy pa nti mom wa brochure tisru yeah we are so much overwhelmed with a whole lot of things with yesika sam na yeah na yenhu ye ho ano kakra nti no I recommend this seminar for everybody. Wow, Ghana, I recommend this seminar for you because yen sheda mfa plan to yesika sam ho. Nti no say who participate here, you are not just going to listen but you're going to learn. Budgeting your money is going to help you to streamline usikasem. Obehu senia, obesi atoto usikasem afa. Nti no a place for nimdeɛ. So I'm inviting everybody. Very affordable way. Atuti so say who. Nti no yeah, so I have to say who. Yeah, the adoma kra na ato so. Nti no I entreat everybody to register. It's an online and you don't need to travel anywhere. You can listen from the comfort of your home. Which makes you feel baby I will be line no registration line no 0544 920507 0544 920507. If I'm sure made that much.
To four
Oh, I to say who?
To four. It's one logo line in register na yokusiadi. Na abruchi for so ya obako so mamu. After that, in your question we are, especially omo abruchi. Be between the omo abruchi no so no. Back and so how to build a business in Ghana while living abroad. And so the beba. And may confuse you when they chat or Ghana or abruchi the American Himes and so on. It won't be pretty hard mad. Say I must say I try a why abruchi for no. Actually who say nenye go for the shade sika in the any idea yensia. We see to four better. I'm say Kwame one friend say
of a do not Mr. Ben Akasa.
Okay. Of I do. Michelle.
Ejo senior apomai.
Ejo so me my ebony o. I didn't mean to him crowd.
Oh, menstru.
I busy for nothing. I said the American now.
Hey, busy for something. Bema, the way, okay, say nothing, and I say only ye nini ye. Ye busy for something. Bet you abus you for ne ama obi Afrishapa. I'm say.
Prepare more question.
Hey.
This girl me to me a join it. Prepare mommy be some question kakra.
Eddie overdo. Eddie.
If I joke or so, I
privileges.
I don't have any experience. I don't me. That's what
I see. The patron, me question is say me or USA na say ye dwuma kakra but me was side business. I'm your pastries. But me person me pastries never international. Yadi echo like international market be turn on stores like I said, so Walmart, other, and you know what do I have to do? My package here, me turn African market near Diva. I'm trying to enlarge it. So, is there any advice you can help me? Thank you.
America for no say.
America
international for.
Wait there. A good question. I'm say the me me can say. Say stores na wo krom ha no and just Ghana regulations ni saa nneɛma no wɔ ho nti sɛ deɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ sometimes in terms of promotion no wopɛ stores no a ɛwɔ locality na wasɛte table na wayɛ like for people to taste what you have they said deɛ wokɔ shops no mu Costco ni adeɛ abɛho sɛ ɔma sɛte bɛn no yɛ between you and the management of that store Say open say Walmart a create space for you on their aisle. What you do is say you have to go to their corporate website and look at some of the things how you can put your product on their shelf. More requirements. A food product, say yeah handy food, say yeah chips, and I say BBA, and yeah, the shelf life, any list of ingredients, as I say, when the gluten content is yeah, no, those things have become a big deal in the food industry. Personally, I will volunteer to help you do some of the research for information. Me on top of my head, this is the little I can say, but the nitty gritties of it, I can try to get a lot of information or the links. Make me send them, I can come or the amount, so you can also, in order to help you have the idea of navigating the system. That is the little I can say. Make me check other pastries near the end of shelf and so no. Obetimi akọ omo shelf no so no wahwe some of the pastries ne cookies ne ade na ewo ho no na wahwe said you omo list omo niama no the content na ewo mu no ne ade no, then you will also have an idea when it gets to your turn what you can do and all that. It be where you sticker on the bebo ho we know, but I will try to get you a lot of information and maybe different stores with their requirements, so you can incorporate it into what you are doing. Kakra meti mi akano.
Now, pastries, no. It's the same.
Me, say ankasa deɛ, me specialize more polo, but me no say, and yet din say the Ghana yɛ din a very crunchy tea. Me toma brofo foreigners our munim product no, and they really like it. My designing my package, so and right now we are designing the back, but still I'm in the good African market and they really like it. Now the main said, like you said, a born man may samples. Now me the good come. It is a me draw on my state police store. Any year me they say, oh, I have this product from Africa. Do you want to try? It's coconut this that is saying. It's people try it and they love it and they keep buying it from me. It be more cross and my ship at the brom. But I want to make it into
shipping. Because ultimately ship here any good. The thing is,
every
state
be our
oh. Well, me shiponi amasa me we are me saying the difference they say at said of the kind was so go by the rules no. Me anyway. Now we cry say the good thing is that you are doing a good thing. But what the amo be a wouldn't Africans to nishi and wonko. It also started working with Amazon, Walmart so your friends saying online. Target or online. So why you now? You have to register with them. But you have to have a label.
I think I'll contact you so you can help me.
Yeah,
because
FDA.
a home business, but I'm trying to make it big.
Hey, yeah, you are doing a good job, but we need Maryland.
Telephone number, I want
okay. But label is very important. Barcode. What barcode?
I feel like yeah, no. Many will be at the home command or no better. Yes, if it is not main fab barcode ninya, it's not me turn African market pay. It is say no, you're designing new label. It's your per se the mad over printing and all the barcode account.
The barcode say how many products that you now want? The be here different barcode. So
yeah.
I want 3 different products. It be here different one. Even size brand, it be here different one. And yet, when you're waiting to aftermarket one or aftermarket, no, it be a 5 cry, be a $15.
I think from the manufacturing point of view, no, so a person call that scale now, she has to move from a home kitchen no, because almost some regulation of any HAACP. And no more about GMP, a good manufacturing practice in your kitchen. No, who needs a certification now? They won't allow you to sell. And no, you one. Second, say or person called that national now. It has the product has to be nut free, which means it was some certification just peanut because as you guys know, no, peanut is one of the deadliest allergic reactions. Yes, and to say a good one man, it is also work some kitchens there or my 35 now. She doesn't necessarily need to build one. Or any state will be find it be close to her house or be production or man or more all those certification, you know. And no one and also yeah, shelf life test they're simple, not so be BPB. Now or the original package, you know, we're living outside and see in the kitchen and see how long it be take it for the thing to go bad. And then the ben is shelf life. And no pair and she has a little bit of money and there are some companies who bit me as contractor my mom and it's too expensive. But if any internet and about here global, she can send her products to and they can do all those testing for her. And one, and I don't think it's that difficult. But don't mean you feel say or the Amazon, Walmart, I don't mean you feel. She has to find those certified kitchen and do it there. And one.
The patron mumwa me 1% Delta Airline. It's 7 me products. It's mumwa me pamachoa.
Auntie
So
Zita.
and you one day.
Yeah.
Uncle Fred, yeah, me sister Penny and sir, and I'll reach out for GMP new no, those regulatory information, you know, not my passing on to her say, and how
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Oh, any problem.
We want to work for ourselves.
Everything, no, it's simple and yet big deal. All you have to do is it's good that we own kitchen as a certified kitchens around the area.
You cannot do it from. I was
you can't do it from the you can.
You have to because
periodically
they will come to inspect. Baby, that because oba ufi no who cannot not no who say
that level now person connect especially so international so peanut in very important. But your aim no good. Certainly the can you think
now another approach she can also do is and we are quite lucrative and it's even easier. So Bayan is a powder form and then she can leave the baking to other people. Say be a pancake or once with the befiana doing so that's also another approach. You can get scale so easily. Because I know you're as stringent as selling the ready made food. So just so any powder form and be to a no match your idea. And you see another approach look at.
Yeah, any who sa ni na so be follow rules no. Yes, starting say ni enim say sanity na we fi say hu kra ni ade even backward yes ma make if you say oh ave me call baby kra me backward you me rem afi dey me to be 15 crime say $20 so say me will be kra go kra me news but we nimu a ma ni ye hu sa ni ade yeah ti any hu sa ti help bia here bia no because the be ma yeah one finish be ma no dia ma but I start I understand so person any big but I start small. Said you're in an African store now the backward bottom they will move. Now I started with Walmart. Walmart now open so room adding. Made information on question now the room. Amazon and yet dense but Walmart the adding pioneer room away. Amazon no and yet they can soon room want to near you free. Want to be big to be you free. Those two now. No I kakra now started the canal the kitchen now be here. The standard now the kakra so I won't say level no be draw.
But you nyame hwa pa.
You sure so.
For do line hano. Big Ben.
Any Big Ben kasana Big Ben.
Well, mention that any kind of media, but like I said, the more you know, I can see a beboa or mine, and then Africa as a whole. Many so I didn't who you say me bar if we are seeing me, maybe who say me any patron to me, you know, maybe some who they be as a Argentina, Bruni Benya Sika Bebre, na mimi tuntum ni deɛ akɔyɛ te sɛ mentumi ndu level bi na mabɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ adwene a ɛda yɛ tirim ɛne nneɛma a yɛde akyerɛkyerɛ yɛn ama yɛn nyini ɛno na ɛmboa yɛn so on a journey a me a mesesa m'adwene na metu anammɔn nkakra esuasua nneɛma foforɔ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a biribiara ɛde bɛkɔ yie na yɛn nso so no yɛtumi stand out to even compete with these world class people. Enti mo program yi it's in line with m'ani so adehunu na m'ani agye ho paa. My first time ni mehu link na I'm saying no, Adiri, this is the place where I should be and that is where I belong. Enti na ase kɛseɛ ɛna mede bɛma mo Mr. Obinda Ako ne all the other organizers ni nyinaa no montɔ nkɔ so a na monkɔ mo anim. Na menim sɛ one day yɛbɛhu nneɛma pii ne nsesaeɛ bebree ɛwɔ yɛn man yi mu ne Africa nyinaa as a whole. Enti deɛ mɛtumi aka na damase.
Yeah, that's a big man. Ofedu am say o line how it no. Kasa quick, let's say. Inja ma ofedu.
Me
You appear no how mine.
Maybe I'm in no mo fancha me in Washington me ko bi mu wa hana. I'm ups and downs is a team. By better must say growing in silence. If you learn how to grow in silence, that is how you are able to develop. That is the best way to develop. And we competitive mindset in free. Say as obi aye bi me so me koye bi. Me pese me yedi obi anye bi da. Any idea na that one it put you out there. One key thing I make actually and you know na wa kwentu mu no. Growing in silence no me who ni say if wunni Ghana na wa kwentu mu you are able to grow in silence when you don't involve too many people who have negative mindset. Because what as I say, emfa ho ne obia okasa obi mpa asase ma wo fi a oti abrochiri no pa asase a ne bo edin na ama wo opa asase e wo kurom na ama wo oka se opa asase wo suhumo si wo ho de wo achiri the land is far away. My next question when you say the land is far is far from what? Inti say why are you say what ye or being that or platform is so open say wukofie now we ubi bia do those things in silence because the people who will be telling you don't come, they are speaking from their perspective, their own ideas, what they know. You know information in kita sa nipa no. So why do you have an information and the zeal to become wealthy and you are asking somebody who is living in poverty to advise you? Oh, very great because we are obi abrantie bi person okofie me ne di nkomo ne maame abɔ abubuo ne maame asu ne papa kura de ɔse ɔba Ghana na sɛ ɔno papa ne wu a ɛma ne nsi na ayi ase na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde ogu abusua n'anim ase. Can you imagine?
Look at that.
Oh, inti yɛbɛka saa nsɛm no inti abranteɛ na yɛ confused. I was talking to him, this guy was crying. And I'm catching, he said, no, be bold enough and be quiet. Don't tell anybody anything. Plan your life. What is your niyama? What shape niyama we here be a decline for the niyama wo kwa what to wasasi why ye bibia na me say uko fie sisi a o ma me no papa omo na ebe ye workers ama o say there be omo na eba be ye production o say there be and I'm say ene keep your mouth shut men kra obi akra say nne na me ba why ye obi bia ukodu Ghana ko hye wo farm ye wade when the results begin to speak o papa ba na se wo nkokɔ 10,000 wo yi nkosua wo gi wo sika wo mponche why ye wade a onka nkyerɛ wo sɛ onye owu a memfa apɔnkye ne mɛyɛ apɔnkye nkrakra wɔ na yi ase no no deɛ wawu ɔte taste deɛ wawu onim ba bi ɔda enti mɛmɛ no haw so growing, this is a very important topic that have different perspective and different dimensions. Maybe I say when great minds meet, ideas are formed, destinies are changed. And if you happen to be in the midst of that meeting now, grab a seat and be a guest at the table and make sure you take home what is worth changing your life. A great man, and I say great personality, is the one who is able to leave liabilities or sell liabilities and deposit that liability into building wealth. If you cannot get rid of your liabilities and change it and use it as a seed for wealth building, then you are not matured yet. Then you don't have a seat at this banquet of life. I will say, Mr. Obin, I mean, sure, maybe I'm in pie boba cope. I mean, you can't quite see a full being consumed on
That's your fedu. That's
Mr. Dua killing no wa bonus
about the tougher. Who's that? Emsa Kayima.
Yeah.
I can say na fee. Emsa Ebeko. Ima.
That's why he muted. Oh.
So Imane, so kasa dia enti o. Emsa we mute him. Yo say Ima beba no. Say the can online a friend saying seminar no baso. Topic we online send a basket kind at the comfort of your home with me. I send you see penny be to forward say your kind. Yeah, contacting number no 0544920507. You can see idea. The BLC see idea sa see idea we say sa old mind and a change. Yeah, we are so now the how to do business in Abuchi whilst you are still in Ghana. I mean, they also on Pesa on the way to call. Yeah, they see a bit make a class and the two how to do business in Ghana whilst you still live abroad. And see a 300 Ghana. August 10th, and your BSR seminar. And you see the same online at the comfort of your zone. Registration numbers in the war 024034525 and US phone 703-981-1910. Say USA and that's all UK what we've been episode here by USA and a tough. It's easy so with the Ghana there and number. So outside the USA and say Ghana the best simple. Mom US no so with Ghana the meeting so at the farm afa US number. I'm say yes but you must have a beam. You might and Kasa.
Yeah, but I'm a team Castle. It my first time now. Me a student to Canada this year, and I'm a library. Na me who say me who pop up no, and I'm you pan there. Mr. Ovenda Koya idea menya word na me said I'm bit there koso. But I think say me by actually they make me a can say the more nyina no dia sisa adwene na boa adasan. And I believe that Siakasa growing in silence, it's usually about the mindset of the people. Say any panadune crown on mehu bia odi car no, but pictures or the could now draw pictures, no opposite pictures, no cry. There's a whole show cry and sacrana. I don't know cry and sacred to me. And of course, crowns and iska. So we have people they have that attitude of proving a point to people. But personally, I believe that if we learn from all that's been said here, no, see a try see you, near ya dear and kakra. One thing I mean say a prevent challenges be brave. Maybe actually I know say probably they've said so much about it, but say who tries to grow in silence prevent challenges now be share be brave, and it gives you focus. Emma utumi try your best at the oye biano, utumi any and Abuja phone na yebeka say nyami Islamo. You guys are doing amazing, and you say nyami adum say ne yesu and ye ready from mono. Yen to be any petit three preko. Yadamaste. Thanks. That's all.
That's it. Yo, Mr. Oben, I know say Basky, I can't be big a craft program no. I will be a craft for one now. DNA expect it. DNA expect.
Okay. Over that's it. That's it.
I need now. Say the Marika and what the OTB seminar in the class and you started seminar. To DNA expect it. Because I'm not for I want to say yeah, but DNA expect.
Oh, said yes, the other margin cost here. The returns normal for edit the channel. Then I am a now I acquire TEDx Kipus.
Yeah, UCC.
Michia Ranti any baby minim some almost students and some about her. A bim crash that ticket every baby or more, bim free takra ding in about. One or two I strike me a brand about a TA. Also a status OTT no my own so we school now or pay you my own yabino. One moto or the tour gas LPGB manco for students. At the same time, also started say, what's what the tapes, what the TikTok or that crowd neighbor. Now, Obi our ATA, the not just old school no open book.
Yeah.
Was I be laundry so? Now, was I a blanco for Gramunya dime students? Sika was what me save young boy. They were there to treasure base crying agro. A child be pension pay.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm is in his early 20s. Maybe yes, at least in his 20s. Now, young man, what in Jessica, sir, at that age, would you say or you're under pressure be? No, at least, and the confidence, and you could see it in his eyes. And until I committed to such teachings. Brante back so young boy, wasn't a papa and mammy? No, Moniska, so to say, do or face here. One on the crowd which are VIP, who's a terrace for them some VIP, which are VIP, so be a baby.
Wow.
War honor, Susu box in a way, not or Thomas students, also at me at 200. Or Beffia or a mate. Now, was some bubbles here with school also.
Hey,
or no one of him. Or semi shed the ammonia. We have fit, come now, we have fit, so we are school.
Yeah.
We have fit, at me, I say,
yeah, oh boy, wow. Starlink, you know, when catch is here on find your business.
Yes. And make us say, you're a young person at this stage. That's a good team. Why didn't me clear? And we catch almost every one of them, at least nothing at all within the next 2 years, they should be hitting 1 million. So, and teachings, yeah, had a debate. Until I will be bad over academic and I said debate, and I mean, we are wasting time on that. Come and tell us what you have done. Not the theory, not the discussion, not the philosophy. No, we are talking of people doing something to change their lives. That's why we do what we do. You know, so and just a lot of them. Because they catch up and say, "Oh, me buy Kumasi seminar be." Nah, me buy and they means remedy. A student. I go say, me be school, but me so be. Now, those are the things that you perceive. You know. Branch about could be share what you just walk up from up as well. Yet they work out that I'm saying, baby, all be na media. Why is it with your sound? Tiene casa kakrana vero or temu. And I think after the presentation, no, I sober. There was this African American man who flyer no. I'm so follow the air no Bobby TB. A professor. Also Professor Betragana. And we are more interested in what people are doing with their lives. The value of creating millions in this animal. That's where the attention is. You know, but a lot of our people only resource part of getting we shouldn't waste much time on that. And here be the budgeting. We say it's a build-up, it's compounding. And many times we be not so much crowd can, but we be na strike ideas be connected. And these are the platforms also creating and also creating more of such, you know. And yes, so kakra me karo. To for be that's it. That's it. And the abrochire for the also and
yeah, and so
yeah, what abrochire bibi say no so join
yeah, bro, at the time now, at the time now,
and it was some bre because information no yet. America for no ba no mo kasa team say o mo nam wiem na de no was asase so. And the way how ba untimi yet.
Hey,
Untimi yet. Because the whole tribunal details David. Be you papa of us back or kasa be head this whatever it. You what can on the other form no. I said then chama was on to for you no then chama. I was on to for you. It's not possible. You won't be that. You cannot. It's very far from the reality, and that's why many people who live abroad, when they come here, they struggle. Yeah, because they what is in their head and what works on the ground
is different, totally
different, entirely different. Yeah, entirely different. You shall cry for the people. I'm going to home with somebody bro for the mocha.
In fact, you must be one man. Just yes, Ghana power business there. Them say, "Get na hard times one. Told that I didn't ask baby Niger. And most can have better Ghana and Kaudia or honest can Sana yeah, so actually say that be.
Oh, there be you will cross the millions.
And some of the time and far. Now, to say the okay, probably best information in the what. Am I
a higher graveyard no be on.
I mean, we don't have to be a graveyard, but we are not coming back.
No, opportunities you are.
Yes.
Obanasa or format and I say, oh, yes, so bad. That's what they approach 7 over had the Mrs. Anoma. Now, 1 year, bro, for some negativity, you know, flew through. I just say Ghana, the now fair and now. My man also a polo. No, you don't need to be global. With the internet, there's nothing like no. Everybody's global now. There's nothing like everybody's global now. Of if you type China is global because we are in Ghana, in America.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody, anywhere in the world, people can have access to it. Will be Pamad and Pabuaha. Nancy will be Tokyo, Vietnam, not the Postumana. Is it not global?
Global, yeah.
Is Amazon having an office in Ghana?
And same so much. I
don't know, but people buy from them.
But me nephew be on more or Tony Amazon.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not a global business. So I don't know if it's so special in our time now to say something is global and something is not global. I don't know. So long as you beat my Sika free anywhere in the world, I think you're global. If global does not mean you have to have office everywhere.
Yeah.
So long as people can access your product anywhere in the world, I think you're global. So it shouldn't be so special. Yeah.
Or see, can come here for number or so on contacting. I don't know. And say be our experience or so.
That's right. Yeah. And now I'm going to interview be minute and a lot of these questions I know Musa. Asking Argentina Ghana for businesses enche. Why we not going global? A lot of these days. We're going to say, you know. So look forward to that. Maybe we did a good work. I don't know. But I may want to phobia or more, you know. I'm say the air can a local business. So while we international, a DNA to free whole. Yes, who is buying from the people who say they are? Dangote is still in Africa and is the richest. Your business is will survive because it's where you are is needed. You have traction. It does not necessarily mean that you have to move things from Ghana to America before you become successful as a business person. Not at all. There are millions of American businesses that don't cross America. They have no office anywhere, but they are doing millions. And they are not looking at coming to Ghana. But yeah, you know, 1,000 crowd person will come America. Don't know.
I say they have to your trim.
Onko Togo da.
You're complete.
And onko Togo, onko Nigeria, onko Kenya, but or ship no money because England. I don't know. And so maybe it's good. I don't know. And that's how we measure ourselves.
Yeah, just 1 acre no, you started cabbage, you know, you're doing export.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I don't know.
Uncompleted building now when you know the cabbage, you know, the next idea and say it was all registered business, no be a business account, no ye way, no why any kunta be no na taxes any levy any no my you get training na and no can a business in Guno. The concept in say lie low among 40 Ghana. You've not even finished feeding them yet. Why are you thinking about shipping it to somebody in Germany? Yet Ghana bidie keke asase na wato ne nua na ewo so no wobetumi ahye bidie wonhye bidie nwie no na wanya dwetira wo de be develop asase no eno wo se wonye ba wo dwene se wo kodua bibidi akoma obi wa Germany ono Germany ni na ote wo no ono otoja eja otoja na wahye ewo bebrem wonso wote Ghana eja na twa wo ahia. Why don't you look at Charcoal export is another big business. Who person export to but Ghana nankasa yenye wie ye o se me ko export to charcoal ne dia ko.
Another thing so me pay investors.
Aye.
Na ya bresa na me say
aye de bia ye.
Only what did this guy be shemo company obeje flu. Obeje is just a matter of time.
No be determine baby awokoton no ono no be determine price amount.
Yeah,
why would you do it yourself? Build it no matter how small.
Mr. Investor don't go so pure water or 750,000 net trucks. Momoano. Last weekend.
Yeah. So I don't know. And me say they share honey and build the capacity. Kakra. So I didn't wait 3 more. And then I overdo can. Oh, Pam Noma wa Hagana for be pentadium Pambi. Oh, yeah, me Pama America. Oh, best stress was how much are you doing? No much.
Yep.
There are a lot of Chinese companies here in Ghana. They are not shipping anywhere. They are feeding Ghana. There are a lot of Lebanese companies. They don't move anywhere. They are doing millions. We, with a little, we want to ship it to everywhere. We don't build capacity. We are looking. We are moving everywhere instead of focusing on it.
I don't know, on your promotion, we are the no qua sorry. Sorry now, one sorry no crowd branches. I then a one young go come and Tadiana wopama and Qualabe or Muwea, Wapam Tadian, Wape material be, Wapam the amount Qualani say, ye chekrana, Wapam no what decorating Qualano, a advert. Oh, you do sometimes you have to do free things to get attraction. No, when your traction no fear bar now in kakran na wo charge na no, then you are growing yourself by yempe near money free. We ye near ma wo aduane na se aduane ne ya bo so a watch a price in buy one get one free. When you yenyanti free say free ka ho nko ade a ye beto yempe kura ye beto. Well, those are things you do those things to draw attention. Obi so why catfish onya bias unko obi frame me obi mempe Africa market wa ha ma no na on ship famra na me se bema ma men kan se nkyerɛ wo kope bidie na pe oven sa fish na agum no mu didi no kill them, dry them, then you prolong the shelf life. A fish no home and nam no ho be din adwene ho be din na we release it kakra na what. Oh, those are things inti ye pray too much and no na because a business in survival. It is because people don't have information and they are not ready to learn. Oba Mr. Obinda ko kan no dwene achinye bia deep o debate woni tirim inti debate no debate woni tirim inti the substance of whatever Obinda ko is saying until a debatable mind does not listen to the fine print of the argument and I say what is being discussed, because the moment you say something that trigger debate one argument into the Obinda cannot tie and no the no o debate one trim or ban obisa question kra troka obeka say na wo ba mu da ben na wo ha ne ye kasa and answer afi no waba o so mitie mu firi asase e na wo bisa sa question we so sometimes
Mr. Dway, on say ni petrol tomorrow.
Mr. Tunt Nipetuntum enkohu broni a onye complete. Edi no press up
Kwame say same way ya o. Same way ya papa.
Me say Nipetuntum epese wo hu se kwesi kokwa agina Thomas wo hu so ye nipa o. Na no odi an kan ye program wo Micklin Hotel. Papa bi sia me sa wo se wo ye mekona opese odi ko UK ntino yese wo mehumi na meboa nam se masa Ghana market no wato awie ye import mo ko fi Burkina Faso
na ya omo kra ko an ho ko
se mo se ye no ye pese
ko ejum cry soto ejum en soto
eji etumu waye mako kama wo pena na ninu ebi wo UK no so de ba obenya pansam se masa wo ye financial maker udun se no wa dwabet me de make
amade na obefa so de akọ broni no pe wo bu no wa ka kire wo se bayire no kra no e wo se eye size bi o length bi
international world global oh debi injiri petuntum de on say se broni ntene nkama na thumbs up
ya eho o kwame emebi o ha na obi program bi na broni bi freye o he MV product ni bi I will order them to Spain. You have to tell us the story behind it. Maybe you are using it to take care of the poor in Africa. I'm saying, hold it. Which boy in Africa? Which story? Now, who want to catch us here market about Grumo? Yes, I'm going call up the answer. That Ben award the product to be by you. Say you are feeding the poor in your country. And it's a one more we are now for man. Who bet you? Who call the story be there truth because of Africa.
Right
now, yeah, cannot. You have to have stamina, especially a food product. Traceability is key to them. They will shut you down in the next minute. You have to be tough.
Oh yeah, yeah. Obi befa aduane no, obi betam wo aduane no. Won say ye bibi ni dia. Obetam no dia collab. Now why tracing a yibi not the
yes. Too many say. Who is free here?
Yes, sister no ye. Yes, sister no ye aduane no. Rita. Ya ye nua ba Rita. Now Rita ye condensed milk.
Condensed milk, yeah.
Condensed milk no. Krom ha ya no tono. And one or the no bibi or the be auto krom ha. But omu ehun say when your traction amount for to any idea no. They started coming say baby otino if you know Timothy nye aduane no wo. Which is part of their regulation. Almost shutting it down. Oh,
yeah, Mr. Obin, because share papa some old white man who not me share the new Ghana unity. I think say call Shy Hills some hotel be no days when they are aggressive and they used to go to so many places. Into course some old white man view. Into commodity man or this and so what brought him to Ghana? No, sir, you haven't heard of me. I'm sorry. I mean me no see the whole Europe on the whole Europe by you. Control by on the whole Europe or so on the by the Europe goes through his hands. No, by there, so how is it that Stable barrier grown in Africa and grown by Ghanaians? No, control. No, because I didn't business as Semrona. No, dear, you can't send barrier to Europe without going through him. Now, I'm casting on Phyllis say if they are doing that, they are taking the majority of the money, from the growers, or no bonify all the profit of so Fred and South things working at us Bayer there, what is so special about Bayer? Also Brunino na Bayer has to go through you. And the same thing as Sky Papa your drinks oh if I say Sky juice the same thing. If you want to go that's it. If you're going to go from Africa to Europe, almost my permit that try. This way of them controlling the way of them controlling the market, say the money has to company be was Sutuari. Na me namesake Bank of Ghana. Say Mr. Berfi can come say mo abroche end of the year no mo file mo taxes munya returns no. Na me namesake Ghana effort all the time. Them say monthly. What did they say? Company be a Sutuari almost banana echo Europe. Now because they export solely to Europe, they have tax write-off on everything. And every month, we are not file tax. It's not Bank of Ghana check cash amount.
What?
Wow.
Can you imagine?
What?
Asemo ya woken. One will say they are growing in silence. They are growing in silence. Silently, they are growing. Wanted that.
Yeah, but factory, no. That's one thing. I think, man, I just get things easily. I don't know. I think my mind sanity, and to be stayed away from all government and it BBR. Yeah, no mobile. Maybe I will need permit to build your factory. How do you do it? No much any we are back. They say no. But say we are come what they lie because who call them who say do kill your business from the infancy. From the infancy into a now we are terms of being can grow it no okay, this is what you need to do. No much no but so I have money, I want to do this, I want to do this.
Employee be a judgment, my mechanic. Oh, they make oh, dear, wouldn't yeah. Indeed, mom with your business up as I am right, Anna, or who cry, Mister. They say a big work.
Mr. Now we know, and some of the family now, they will go if you bring that concept.
Yeah, let me go to that more squad district court. Oh dear,
I'll say, oh, the bad Ghana, trust me, you struggle because pretty much a Western style of doing business, so now all can. That style, no, the bad now because most of the time,
yeah, they don't insurance.
We share the affluent, very affluent people no more Ghana. Mr. Ben, I don't think they are that flashy. If they want to know when they can't find, you know, they're big chum. But so who in person, I mean, share Mr. Papa we Zoom like your own, no. Mr. Sian Sapon or something. Mr. Ben, who know to so mind you can I'm sure you didn't know what you know. Mr. Ben will share TV national. And or share sneakers. You have this perception, say, who could share sneakers, baby, nice, white shirt, you don't $500. Honestly, so being isn't it obviously there's this exceptions there because the big shirt or Shannon and Papa said African wear. But once now made me thought say man of his caliber or who expect this over no matter what. Yeah, we all have it too. Anything that you have to always train your mind, say you have that prejudice into at times you have to keep quiet and observe. Now me say me ko share papa no be ba no be a suit there, 3-piece suit. But very simple man. And you know, Mr. Papa, you only acquire Safari in Safari Valley. No, fencing. I that it. Only say, who could share no nam a horror only the Miss Sneakers, Miss Hoodie be a channel. He wears a lot of millions. And some more cano, and so you have to fake it to make it. TikTok no because answer no. In reality, no, it doesn't work. Because you are very wealthy people now, they are very, very down to. And I mean, you are Mr. Bear and Marino. Oh, my name will be blue. Yes, will be saying, yes, the idea in your just that or no. I think it's about name money training how to get a new kaka. I think I know let people be. They've done a lot of things.
Entire shame at the other. The mission who they say. The mission who they say.
Very, we share that.
We see Opoku Ajima. I know who said
very simple.
Flashy, nyoma. The mission who they say was a escafo pa gidi for no. Or no, dear, no. ademu ankasa ankasa ɛyɛ nneɛma a ɔreyɛ ne nnwuma a ɔwɔ ɛno na ɔdwene ho ɛno na ɔpɛ sɛ ɛkɔ so ɔnkɔdwene sɛ obi foforɔ bɛhu sɛ ɔhyɛ atare bi yɛato atare bi din anaasɛ yɛato mpaboa bi din nti ɔno nso hyɛ bi ɔno kaa koraa no a ɔte mu no ɛnyɛ kaa no a ɔte mu bi a ne fɛ ɛna ɛyɛ no na ebi a sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a speed ni ade ɛbɛma no comfort ɛde no bɛkɔ akɔdu n'adwuma mu ntɛm ɛna hia no nti ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo adwene nko me na meyɛ adwuma ɛma manfo ɛduru baabi na msɛ daabi memfiri ase nti ɛwɔ sɛ me ankasa mepɛm biribi yɛ deɛ mede hyɛ aseɛ ne sɛ ɔmo wɔ sika bebrebe no ɛwɔ sɛ mesuasua ɔmo mehyɛ aseɛ bɛn baabi ne ɔmo didi nkɔmmɔ mepɛ sɛ mehu ɔmo adwene ne adeade and almost ɔmo nyinaa no sɛdeɛ yɛ nua yi kɛn ɔmo ntare hyɛ mu nkɔhu sɛ obi ɛhyɛ suit kunkurunkun bi ade nam baabi obiara hyɛ ne shirt bi ne ne mpaboa bi ne neɛ ɔnam hɔ ɛnso nneɛma a ɔreyɛ no nti ne nyinaa ne yɛ deɛ wankasa ankasa wode asi o tirim sɛ ɔyɛ and ebiom krampo no those shirt no krampo no a yɛhu ne sɛ bi a ɛnyɛ flashy no most of them krampo ne boɔden ɛsen deɛ yɛkɔtotɔ de hyehyɛ saa akɛseɛ no na yɛhu ne sɛ ɛna me na mahyɛ deɛ aba soro no those ones no deɛ ɔmo ne hyɛ no ankasa no wobɛkom baako boɔ na ɛnam baabi
ade baako so a wotat ho ɔmo so bayɛ so ɔmo yɛ too lively and down to earth.
Yeah, sure.
Those the people don't know that.
No think what is any depends role.
Yeah.
Was all of them. Oh, there was will be our ring category. What translate GB? No cannabis we are self was no can be no the baby from your firm. Also, sorry, crown or kucha.
I mean, Mukushia Papa B, Nigeria, ni Papa B. I war Texas. Now, legend said you're working. Me question, yeah. The truck you may Papa no need driver's license or why license or they drive on one car. On drive or truck that. But the man have 50 trucks.
Wow.
Over 50 trucks. Ni fie na apartment na wesi no. On the drivers in na and the same apartment no. Na uduwa onwa beye to say the grandpa of the drivers nema any idea no onu omuti pool ho he's teaching them how to swim and all that whilst omo papa no drive pesika gu na account mo man. The first time I met that man, he walked up to me and said, "Hey, I've heard about you. You are David." And I'm saying, "Yes." I said, "Yeah, they told me you want to see me. You have anything for me?" And I'm saying, "Yeah, a few questions." Legend, Papa didn't say to me, "Me say, now I had to say I was seeing a gumi because no, what I have read about him, like Nipana minini di no home komono, and yamo chere me, need the way a Papa no aho brasier. Kotana say, "Oh no, afa we what do you want to drink? What I'm sure water is fine. Of our bottle, no here be good, me glass, no here be good, no." Let's take a walk. And on them shall see ye dim komo. And you leave them with so much respect and you leave them with so much energy and motivation. But Ubeshia Obi oni kapre. But a homaswani a hand time you are the Beshia. No, I didn't cry.
Never did say, and no, sa sign no. And Onyanu. God, go for me sure.
Oh, yeah.
Almost so soon, or no crowd of myself or John number no aside.
Aye. And I mean, let me do fear. No, what text me. Oh, make sure you let me know when you get home. Me do as a home for and I'm a friend, no, and I'm sure please I made it home safely. Also, thank God. Don't worry. Tomorrow, maybe after 12 my time, you can call me and let's talk about a few things. And I'm sure. When him say Papa no catch me say, or no, he has learned so much from me, from the conversation we had. legend na say miti mu so dada na say I said ye the kwa miti abeto me de no so I say miti ma ye me like for you to
Mr.
no
Adushe,
oh no honestly honestly it's like for somebody I mean for somebody of that caliber to tell me say the conversation we had he has learned something from me like intense. Wow. So those are the things.
Enre ya mene sikani bi di nkomo saa. Ono no mom na ka kire me se one me kasa bia me ma no adwene foforo me bie na adwene me se hwan me. Hey, o ti ko yi no. Me bie wa adwene.
Upfront, obemo what you say whatever feel about you.
Feeling.
Now, as soon as can say yes or wow, o sua be free ho.
Yeah, honest. Yeah, and
of about me won say omutu ban no e na e de omukodu ba bi omuduru no. Omunyina almost omunyina esu no e pe bi saa. Omo ba from omo bro mo ase tia de.
Omo ya no mo person obin da ko kire omo ni impact no. Omo person obin da ko kire omo ni impact. Me, I am a living testimony. Me back girl, 16 years. I feel no work secondary school. Or call in-person seminar. I have that picture, and that picture I'm never going to lose it. Only me back 5 years, no, any or seminar. I bought them a seat. And after that, after seminar, no, me back girl ne. As we speak, our school or my quine last time on a long vacation, 3 months was a saying obedi with or so person kusunya said ye makeup anyway because of pesa art and any idea no. Washa sia osunya and the things this girl is telling me, niama or person ye, any niama a one like the seminar changed our conversation.
Yeah.
Obeye me business, obeye me obi ameni ni di nkomo fa business no. Na nka akwala 16 years. Me bisa ni say obi say oton car and obi so also oton asase. De we hin na ohwe a me to a obi sa me say asase na ya asase ben for a dan and say for farm. And I say which is which a dan and farmer which one which you say car ne de hu hia. Yento asase e de be ye afuo because afuo no ye ton product now we can buy car and we still own the land. This is a product of Obindako seminar. That is my own daughter, and that is my testimony. I'm so proud to be buying things to make Adiano Peso easy and simple for her. Right. Because a seed has been planted in the mind of this young girl. To make up but she want the makeup product to learn to make money. In the near future, she know how to make money for herself because of course seminar. So me, I always tell people, don't let them waste time on this screen time, any idea. Pay for them to go. Let them have a feel of adult conversation.
Right.
And yet there be a video na tablet there be my 5-year-old boy or no meaning didn't come. He's like my partner driver. You didn't come over phones or no catch them so person a farmer. And I mean that or cancer asem ni chire me so person a farmer. That day na me call Walmart na me call to Wellington boot. And I me send a picture na man na me say my to boot no. Method we aka ho raincoat aka ho no be. I am letting him know say I accept.
Titilanka betuti.
Titilanka say anga we me ko anga me ko to anointing oil agugu no so se bonsam bia be hye ni mu.
Mr. Bessie.
Obaba say internet here about to Obaba is
Mr. Bessie. Me ba 6 years old girl. Sunday last week. And I'm any omo wo ho na maybe some say obeden wenye sika. Ofriwa so ton bibi.
You bet me dinkomo e free life.
O say say ton bibi no wan ton bibi a wunye sika na me say okote wen. Oga tell me say say dey be our account Mr. Being platforms I met say wo kan. Any mama